Unleashing the power of relevant voices. This is Citi 97.
I need to call on you from now until the day I see my King. Lift your voice and shout favor.
Favor, power, fire, angels, blessings all. Beautiful song. Great morning. 24th August 2026. These things are real. They may not be feelable or tangible in your hands, but trust me, favor is a real blessing. Power is internal. And it's also fire, not the element that burns paper, but the thing that drives you from within. And mercy. His name is Lawrence Oyo. I could play the song all day. And of course, every time I hear the song, I remember Psalm 5 verses 12. The book of Psalms, the Psalms of David, the warrior king. It says, "For thou, O Lord, will bless the righteous. With your favor, you will surround him like a shield." With your favor. So favor is in front, favor is behind, favor is on the left, favor is on the right. The favor of God is upon me, opening doors for me, keeping me safe, blessing me every day. So you are looking at me like, if you have another daughter, you need my favor. Favor. Favor.
Favor.
I hear you. Yeah, I had a preaching. I think it was someone he calls this grace called favor. This is Charlie favor is powerful. Yeah. So it says, "You, O Lord, will bless the righteous, and with your favor you will surround him as with a shield." A beautiful blessing. So we're wishing all our listeners a great day, hoping that you make profits, you add value, you add life to what you do. City Breakfast Show is airborne, and we'd like to thank Absa Bank. Yesterday, I went to the Absa Auto Fair and Exhibition, and I need to tell you, there are cars in Ghana, who's guy. We wouldn't have money. There are cars. Hey, brother. Almost 20 car company. EV.
Chaka.
Everywhere. Have you visited on the cars before?
Oh, no.
And some people can buy car cash down.
Yeah, come on, I'm going to talk with you.
It is a two economy.
Oh, I'm telling you. That's why if they complain, they don't buy.
Charlie, so if you didn't go for the Absa Auto Fair, go to their head office this morning and say, Charlie, you want the car loan? So,
Where they have
because you need an EV to do both, so you can also make money. It's very important.
Yes,
So, big thank you to Absa for putting it together. Your story matters. Absa. Visit any Absa branch. We have many things. We have a credit card for you. We also have auto loans, which we exhibited over the past weekend as well. It's 6:34. My name is Bernard Avle, which is happy laughing.
Who's the
The newspaper review segment is brought to us by another vehicle company, Zonda Tech Ghana Limited. Your one-stop automobile shop from heavy-duty trucks by global brands like Sinotrack to premium SUVs and pickups. We have Cherry,
Chawa,
we have Shantui,
Nakai,
we have Forland.
Ibisu,
There are many more names.
Zium,
And Sandy Group,
eh,
and we also have Poe.
Pue,
The pickup, you have Poe.
Pue.
You know Poe. So anytime you are brushing your teeth and you throw a Poe,
Pue.
there's a pickup. Poe pickup.
Me, I just want the tank 700.
The tank 700.
Oh, make a
To fit you.
That one, when you are driving it to do, the guy will say you don't go get money. That day you will be ready. Then you pass the water inside. Then you pass or you spray the water on him. Then you go forward.
You see why you get the car. You see why you get the car.
Then you come back and you say, Charlie,
Give me a lift.
where are you going?
No, give him a lift.
You see why you get the car.
Then you give me.
Anyway, so Zonda Tech is proud to be associated with the newspaper review segment here on the City Breakfast Show. Our vehicles are built international standards to support Ghanaian jobs and drive Ghana's industrial future. They were looking for you. We didn't find you.
Oh.
They said, where's your Chinese man? I said, yeah.
Oh, after we did the one he is on that. Oh, let me do it again.
Yeah, maybe do
Because
it.
this
But this guy know they perform.
That this one they be wicked guy. This one a guy. Wicked.
I have the answer.
Today I see how you come inside Kochu. You don't talk to anybody. Where you hold
Yeah,
him
you go
back.
steam like that.
Yeah, we are always saying it. You don't be anything.
You can talk to Fidelity Bank
Okay, we will talk to them.
and they will help you make payments. You can pay with GHQR.
Okay.
You can securely shop with your Visa card.
Okay.
You can also use WhatsApp banking assistance.
Ah.
It's called Kukua. She was born on Wednesday. Yeah, was born on Wednesday. Yeah, all Fidelity Digital Banking.
Okay.
Godfrey, good morning.
Good morning to you,
I
Bernard.
went black this morning.
Yeah, just
Black, normal.
Just black, normal black was the fashion choice.
I
this
love
morning.
this stuff. You know, it is more very, you know.
Chinese.
No, no, this is
not
not-
for
it's
the
not
people
Chinese.
who are up there in society.
Oh, no. I mean, this is normal, you know. Yeah, it's
Okay,
normal. It's a happy Monday.
since you are here, let me start with the graphic.
Okay.
What's going on there?
The graphic, I usually get the soft copy in the morning from
Who's
the
this?
graphic team before the hard copy comes out.
Mm.
And they are leading with "Let's win sanitation fight together."
Who
Chief
are
of Staff urges collective action. And all of us.
No.
And then we also have the Reverend Wengam, our own Wengam,
Yes.
has been re-elected as the Assemblies of So,
Yes.
so he's gone for his second term. General Superintendent.
Allah.
Now, Ghana now spends less than 20% on servicing debt. So that's a good one.
Okay.
We don't spend as much. And then, 6 universities secure national semi-final berth in the tertiary business science challenge as well. Right. So the big story is about sanitation.
Okay.
We are waiting for the new local government minister, Ayariga, to take over. so that we can get. They are doing parliament today, right?
Yeah, they are resuming today.
They should
for
vet
an
him quick
emergency.
so we can start work. There's a lot of work he needs to do. So they should vet him quick so we can move.
Well, let me
Okay.
take you there to the front page of the Daily Guidance Part this morning. 50 battle for MPP top post.
Yeah.
Wache Jakun, Dr. Charles Dramina, John Boadu, Sylvester Tete, Eugene Boachen, Justin Kodia report. All on the front page of the paper. Focal Files MPP National Chairmanship nomination on Tuesday. Reverend Wenger, re-elected AG Ghana General Superintendent. Supreme Court affirms selective vacation sittings, dismisses injunction. Mahama rescues Adamu's resources.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times this morning. Nation attracts 2.62 billion US dollars in FDI in 2025. Manufacturing leads investment drive. Also on the front page this morning, Minister orders police to crush illegal security groups. And the story about Pastor Wenger makes the front page. And the minority seeks full reconciliation of IMF Gold Board account.
Front page of the Insights Dispatch this morning. Adamus is on the front page. Concerns mount over demolition of Ayalolo Kimbu Terminal for stores. And there's a photo of the minister who has not yet taken post.
They're already giving him
That's him as like there's work like he said. Everyone is breathing.
it's a hot dog.
Hurry up and come. We are waiting for you.
Hotdog.com.
Yes. The Mahama calls for 5 permanent U.S. Security Council seats for Africa.
The Chronicle says a Focal Files chairmanship apex tomorrow.
Okay.
Also on the front page this morning, claims against Apenyo marking are false. Mama Party quoted here.
Front page of the Herald newspaper this morning. Appeals court judges inheritance fraud accusation against Samuel Attah-Mensah and others as very serious. Okay. 61 boxes of Tramol go missing at Kaneshi Police Station. Okay. Ghana targets global capital with 12 sector investment campaign. Also on the front page of the paper. Apito Chiefs and Kanasibe disagree over Takwe's gold ownership.
The news center says 29.1 billion Ghana Cedi Gold Board losses in 4 years. The role of Gold Board and BOG explained. Also on the front page related to the same matter, Dr. Sakwadie questions 2 billion Ghana Cedi Gold Board tax waiver. The story here. Also, Amankwa solves Commonwealth Hall water crisis. So some people are getting that too.
And
The problems we used to solve when we were student leaders, some of them have not finished. Water problem.
finally, from me, Bernard, the front page of the Daily Gist, the market hits back at critics. It insists $1.7 billion gold loss must be probed. The MPP nomination forms also on the front page of the paper. I am ready to go to jail for Baumia. Reverend Kusi Boateng.
Yeah, this was last week.
Yes,
This
that's
was
another
an
story.
old
But the Daily Gist have put on the front page. And God Nasaribediako drops out for Miracles Abuaji.
Is that true?
In MPP Com's director race, according to this paper. I'll check with God.
Okay. The Economic Times says this morning, BOG reviews collateral rules to tackle 4.8 billion US dollar SME financing gap. Comes with a photograph of Matilda Asante, who is the deputy governor at the central bank. Also on the front page this morning, rising producer costs threaten pace of Ghana's disinflation. And they also say this morning, T-bill demand hits some 14.3 billion Ghana cedi.
Let me go online. Parliament reconvenes today after Bagwin's recall. That's on citynewsroom.com. Government is targeting $12 billion pipeline investments for jobs and production. MTN Ghana commits 20 million cedis to support returnees. This is on xenophobic attacks. Indeed, the company is also apologizing for delayed condemnation of the attacks in South Africa. Their board chair, Ismail Yamson, has been speaking. Other stories. Bampuado's death, a major loss to organized labor. This is fair. You know, Mr. Bampuado, the Clockstack president, he passed on last week, and lots of tributes pouring in for him. In other headlines, wildlife guard shot dead by suspected poachers at Kakum Forest Reserve. Can you imagine this? And the newly promoted teachers don't need to apply for salary adjustment according to the Ghana Education Service. If you go to Channel 1 News Online, Bagridam's is no threat to lives and property, according to the Northeast Regional Minister. Adamu said they are confident in the 12-month plan to revive the mine. And then Duncan Amon says government has no business building markets for 24-hour economy. And then Abuja announces nationwide shift to solar street lights. Last week he was on tour of some road projects. If you go to myjoyonline.com, the lead story there, MPP MP Samuel Attah-Mensah marking today over Sami Jenki's allegations. Also, he says Jesus was accused, he kept quiet. Marking on this allegation. We are also told that Parliament resumes today for 5 days sitting amid ministerial nomination. And then Middle East tensions put Ghana's reserves under pressure, according to the governor of the central bank. Let me end with the High Street Journal. Stop fighting Ghana, start fixing it. Then he also says how Tanzanite offers a blueprint. There's $1 million question here. Will Saglemi inherit Hokwasi's dollar pricing model? That question is an interesting one. The president visited Saglemi, which is being revamped. Hopefully, we see some resolution there. Gentlemen, where do you want to start from?
There's a lot
It's
of
a very
MPP
confusing morning. Okay, give us MPP. I would have given you the sanitation. Yeah. Chief of Staff is urging collective action. This is Timothy Nyangbe front page graphic.
Okay, go down.
Chief of Staff Julius Debra has called for collective action of state and non-state actors to win the fight against poor environmental sanitation. He stressed that when the country gets its sanitation system right, the country works, the population is healthy, children can go to school healthy, and the whole system works. Dr. Debra said this while the government commits resources to support the fight against environmental crimes to improve sanitation, citizens must rise and play their part. Now, delivering the keynote address at the Clean Conference held at the University of Ghana last Friday, he stressed that while the government would lead the process to protect the environment, the private sector needed to support the efforts by investing in sanitation. Now, this Clean Conference was organized by Ignite Media and other partners, including the Graphic Communications Group, etc., etc., etc. Because Deborah is photographed here speaking about sanitation. Let's come to
the MPP on taking page 3 of the Daily Guide. 50 battle for MPP top post. 50 aspirants have officially entered the race for the position NPP's national officer positions after picking nomination forms ahead of the party's October 3 elections. Among them are 4 aspirants who have picked nomination forms to contest the General Secretary position by the close of nominations on Saturday, August 22. They are the incumbent General Secretary of the MPP, Justin Kudiafrepong, former MP for Subi Eugene Boachenchi, former MP for Botiano Malaysia, Mount Philip Sylvester Tete, and former MPP Director of Finance and Administration, Charles Dramina. The General Secretary contest is one of several keenly contested positions in the upcoming elections. 13 candidates picked forms for the Vice Chairperson position. They're heading an Abuachi Kudupusubuedu, former Executive Officer of the NPA, Mustafa Abdul Hamid, Samuel Pine, Party's Communications Director Richard Nyagba, Abna Pukua Boite. National Chairperson has also attracted 5 aspirants, including former Chairman Paula Foku, former General Secretary Joe Boedu, former Energy Minister Boacheja, former National Vice Chairman Sami Krab, and former Ashanti Regional Chairman Bernard Inchukwesiako.
It looks like the chairmanship race is where the real heat is. They're very formidable people in that contest. So people are now on that.
Well, the organizer position too. You have 8 aspirants there. Glover Daniel Nikwate, who we know. Salam Mustafa, Kwame Pempe, Archibald Kolete Gamo, Emmanuel Kosibuja, Nana Kwedoje Yeboah Daniel, Ajimin Boating, and Ali Maiga.
Do you know when voting is happening?
Yes, October 3.
So they have a couple of months to campaign. All right, Sky, let me come to you.
Okay, so let me take you to the news center this morning. Everybody's talking about gold, and the news center through Elvis Dapo, they've done a very detailed analysis of the situation. And let me give you a few paragraphs of the story. They say 29.1 billion Ghana City gold losses in 4 years. The role of Gold Board and BOG explained. The story says the 29.1 billion Ghana City accumulated losses recorded between 2022 and 2025 under Ghana's domestic gold purchase operations should not automatically be regarded as losses caused by the Bank of Ghana merely because the central bank carried the financial impact on its balance sheet. Now, the evidence presented in the assessment of the domestic gold purchase program points instead to a more complex picture. The commercially generated components of the losses were substantially connected to the gold aggregation and trading activities conducted through the Ghana Gold Board, while a separate portion arose from the exchange rate treatment applied by the Bank of Ghana. That distinction, the paper says, is fundamental to accountability. Now, the institution that records a loss is not necessarily the institution that caused it. In the case of the artisanal and small-scale mining gold component of the program, Gold Board was at the center of the commercial chain. It purchased gold, interacted with producers and aggregators, applied or determined service, and while paying assay charges and facilitating.
So are they analyzing or because this sounds like an article Dr. Ifenichu roads because in
No,
that
this is exactly what I'm doing with that.
because I've seen a very similar analysis in the High Street Journal.
Okay.
And then they have the headline, the $1.7 billion gold loss, not to waste or corruption, but Ghana's strategic cost economic survival. And they quote Dr. Iponechahini, a banking expert, who says the loss largely reflects accounting and exchange rate costs, not corruption, while the domestic gold purchase program generated $9.1 billion in forex strengthened reserves and stabilized the CD and supported debt payment. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
there are a couple of stories related.
Yes.
to this.
So I have one in the Daily Gist on page 3. Nathaniel Markin hits back at critics. Minority leader in Parliament, Alexander Pam, Nathaniel Markin has rejected what he describes as a sustained campaign of insults, personal attacks, and false allegations against him, following his position to demand answers about the financial implications of the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program. In a statement issued amid the escalating political dispute over the operations of the Ghana Gold Board and the loss of $1.7 billion as reported by the IMF, the future member of parliament said the attacks were calculated to divert public attention from the substantive questions he had raised concerning the reported losses incurred under the gold purchase program and the role of gold board in the transaction.
There's a story on my journal quite interesting, claiming that some members of NPP have forced the caucus meeting to demand further answers from the minority leader about the allegations leveled against him by the CEO of the gold board. According to Joy News, the meeting will be happening today amid growing concerns among some senior NPP members or MPs following the allegations made on uncertainty while responding to claims of losses against the gold board.
Well, still related to that, the deputy minority leader in Parliament, Patricia Klegay, apparently issued a statement which is published details in the Chronicle extortion claim against the false. Somewhere in that particular story, the minority group said they would not respond to the comments in kind, but would instead pursue the appropriate institutional channels. There's a quote here that says, "We state plainly and with a qualification that the allegations are false and we reject them entirely." And so further called on public officials to uphold standards of civility, restraint, and respect, citing Ghana's code of conduct and ethics for public.
Sky, take me to the back to the Ghanaian Times. I've seen a story about the
Kumasi Expressway.
The road minister has been saying that he's going to shift to solar street lights. You know, he's gone back to the road. He was on the motorway last week. He went on the Western Corridor last week, and he says that government has taken a decision to replace conventional grid-powered street lights with solar-powered systems across the country. They also revealed that the recent failure of the traffic lights at the Tema end of the motorway was not caused by electricity, as initially suspected, but by removal of underground cable. And then he says because of these things, the solar street light will be a solution because people will not steal. You know, if people go for the copper cable.
Yeah, but I know that one people remove it. I told you about the guitar pipe.
We should put something on it so when they steal, to kick them. Kick you on. When they touch it,
They will kick them. Okay,
Yes,
that's
they
a
stop.
good idea, but they wear gloves. If I take you to the Ghanaian Times this morning, clearing of Accra Kumasi Expressway nears completion. My good friend Julius here practically reports on the back page of the Ghanaian Times that the clearing of the right to way for the proposed 200-kilometer Accra Kumasi Express way is nearing completion, with less than 20 kilometers left to clear. The Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Governor Abuja, has revealed. Now, he said if that was completed, actual construction works would commence immediately to bring to fusion the fusion of
fruition.
There's a mistake there. The realization of a dream to connect Ghana's two biggest cities.
Yes, let me tell you also about a story on the front page of the Inside. Concerns mount over demolition of Ayalolo Kimbu terminal for stores. Growing concerns have emerged over the management and use of key Ayalolo transport terminals in Accra, with urban transport stakeholders warning that developments and facilities established to support the city's urban transport system will soon undermine efforts to improve public transportation and reduce congestion. The concerns center on the Kimbu terminal in Accra Central Business District and the reported demolition of the Achimota news station.
Bus terminal that we've been clamoring for. The auto drivers are not even using
bus terminal to make way for a proposed 24-hour market. Both facilities were developed as part of Ghana's urban transport project with support from the World Bank. At the Kimbu terminal, concerns have been raised over plans to construct stores as a facility used by Ayalolo buses. The development has reportedly generated tension among Ayalolo drivers who fear that the construction could reduce the space available for parking and affects the operation of the service. Stay with me. I'm looking to the Herald on page 2, where at the Kaneshie police station, 61 boxes of Chamor are missing. So reports circulating
missing from the police station.
Yes, please. Reports circulating within police circles indicate that 61 boxes of suspected tramadol seized during a narcotics operation may have gone missing, while in the custody of the Ghanaian District Police in Accra. The alleged disappearance has raised questions about the handling and security of exhibits in the case, particularly after the police indicated that the large quantities of suspected narcotics were to be sent to the police forensic labs for testing and analysis. However, hold on, claims reaching the Herald suggest that the exhibits never left the Ghanaian District Police Station for forensic examination. More seriously, allegations have been made that some of the suspected tramadol was sold while in police custody, with portions of the consignments allegedly tampered with and replaced with other items.
You know this, far back as well, John, one time when cocaine became, Google Day powder or something like that.
Somebody sleep with.
Oh, repeat that. We've seen many cases.
The other time I was asking,
and they never get to find the people responsible somehow.
If something cannot be safe with the police, where else will it be safe?
but that time I was asking you whether we are sure the bequeath that the people say they have been burning. They have actually been burning the bequeeth.
Wildlife guard shot dead by suspected poacher at Kapung Forest Reserve. A really gruesome
really
story.
bad.
58-year-old wildlife resource guard, which is Ochwe, has been shot dead by suspected poacher during a patrol operation at the Kapung Forest Reserve in Asin South, in the Central Region. The deceased, who was attached to the Kapung Wildlife Division of the Forestry Commission, was on patrol with two other forest guards when they reportedly encountered two men hunting inside the protected forest. The incident occurred on Saturday, August 22, at Asin Kura portion of the reserve. Police received information about the shooting at 8:25 a.m. and proceeded to the scene with officials of the Forestry Commission's Wildlife Division. Upon arrival, they found Ochwe's body lying under a wawa tree about 60 meters from the boundary of the reserve with a gunshot wound to the chest. A search of the area led to the recovery of a spent cartridge, footprints, and single barrel gun, which have been preserved effectively. According to the preliminary police inquiry, the forest guard intended to arrest the two men identified as Bukari Abudu and John Mensah after allegedly finding them hunting in the reserve without lawful authority. Bukari is said to have pulled out a single barrel gun and fired at Ochwe, killing him instantly. The two men reportedly fled into the forest, but the patrol team pursued them and managed to arrest John. Bukari Ahmed remains at large with police efforts on arrest.
But now, let me take you to this Saglemi situation. Page 11 of the Ghanaian Times has the story: first 700 Saglemi houses to be ready by March. That will be next year. Now, Julius Yaupetechi again reports this morning for the Ghanaian Times and says that the first 700 of 1,500 Saglemi housing units are expected to be completed and ready for occupation by March next year. President John Dramani Mahama has assured. Now, he said the remaining 800 units will be completed by the end of 2027, while work would begin immediately on the additional 3,500 units to bring the estate to the 5,000 units originally. And
there's a very good analysis of this, what you've read. High Street Journal says, it's asking, Saglemi inherit cooperative dollar pricing model. Ghana is reviving the Saglemi housing project, raising hopes of easing the country's housing shortage with 1,500 units expected by end of next year. The bigger question is whether the homes will be priced in cities as promised or follow the dollar pricing model used at cooperative project. Very good article. Get a paper and read it. Let's come back to you. There's a number of stories I wanted to highlight. If you have time, I can go through them.
Okay, just quickly to draw attention to the performance of the various banks, at least the number of them, you see their details on the central spread of the news center this morning.
Yeah.
So Zenith Bank's 2026 first half profit soars to 35% to some 727 million Ghana. If you go to GT Bank situation, their 2026 first half profit rises to 28.2% to some 645 million Ghana.
We should stop judging banks based on profit. We start judging them based on credit to the private sector and what it has amounted to. The purpose of a bank is not to make profit, it's to financially intermediate. So if you can say 60,000 small businesses were giving loans, 90% of them are paid. The businesses are in agri, mining. These are the jobs created. That's what the bank should be doing. This profit thing is just for the shareholders to go and enjoy. So I don't really see why we should be making so much noise about it.
Okay.
Now,
let me just mention there's one more. It will not be fair if I don't mention that.
I want to move
on.
So
many big banks,
you congratulate
2026 first half profit slumped 37% to 177 million.
Congratulations. MTN Ghana is apologizing for delayed condemnation of the xenophobic attack in South Africa. Channel 1 News reports that board chairman of MTN, Dr. Emmanuel Yamson, is apologizing for the company's delays in publicly condemning a recent xenophobic attacks targeting Ghanaians and other African nationals in South Africa. Dr. Yamson admitted that MTN Ghana should have spoken out earlier, despite the condemnation issued by South African Ghana Business Chamber. He said the company's size and influence in Ghana meant that there were expectations for it to take a clear public position. I apologize that we didn't do that. So at least it's good that the board chairman is speaking
So have they done it now, or they are just apologizing?
That's a good question. Let me read the full. No, that's very, very good question. I don't know. So they were quoting his apology. I don't know if in the interview he was saying to join. I don't know if in the interview actually apologized or condemned the xenophobic attacks. I don't know, but that's a bit.
And then just to wrap up.
Actually, no, yes, you're right. Dr. Yamson also criticized the attack, saying South Africa would not champion African integration while African migrants were protected hostility. He further cautioned against call for retaliatory attack and da. So yeah, he did condemn what they did.
And then page 9 of the Daily, there's 9 blue water guards arrested over alleged bribery. You know, the blue water guards that were established by the Lands and Natural Resources. They are taking money to supervise the Galamsey in the corner.
Speaking of mining, let me do Adamus quickly. They have expressed optimism that the 12-month lifeline they've been given by government to work with the government, I think with the Ministry of Mines Committee to revive the mine will work. So Adamus also says a newly agreed 12-month turnaround framework offers renewed hope for the future of the Adamus mine and the livelihood connected to operation. The company said the outcome of the meeting at the presidency provided a structured opportunity to address the challenges confronting the mine and restore its sustainable. Congratulations. Thank you, Richard Sky. Thank you, Dr.
Liverpool, Manchester, I say, baby.
Don't join me to you. Master, come over there. Yeah, who?
Chelsea will sort out their issues this evening. Charlie, you and I this weekend wasn't good.
Give him a proverb. It's not you, it's you, not
me. You drew 2-2, I lost.
No, I want. There's a proverb.
It's 1.0 point.
But this one, I don't know whether you're going.
No, I want to tell him that I am not part of him.
But you don't speak too early, Sky.
Give me a proverb.
Are tonight.
I'm not. Who else you?
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So Neil Atilate is back at 7 o'clock with the City Business News. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of City Business News on 97.3 Citi FM. It's proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex, Lease, EcoBank, and Gwell Good Energy. Coming up, government reports one of its strongest T-bill oversubscriptions as auction tops target by more than 160%, while yields fall. Also, Adamus resources to comply with the government's directive and a 12-month mine turnaround plan. Much later, Absa Auto Fair makes huge vehicle sales with calls for more frequent industry exhibitions. These stories and more in the next 10 minutes. Many thanks for joining us. I am Nik Lati here with the details. Last week's Treasury bill auction recorded one of its strongest levels of investor participation in recent years, with total bids exceeding the government's target by 162.9%. Data from the Bank of Ghana shows that investors tendered 14.27 billion Ghana cedis across all the three tenors against a target of 5.43 billion Ghana cedis. Yes, more.
Despite the strong demand, the government accepted 5.85 billion Ghana cedis, while rejecting 8.41 billion Ghana cedis. The 364-day T-bill attracted the largest volume of investment with 9.94 billion Ghana cedis, of which the Treasury accepted 2.69 billion Ghana cedis. The 91-day bill received 3.12 billion Ghana cedis from bids, of which 2.4 billion Ghana cedis accepted, while the 108-day bill recorded 1.2 billion Ghana cedis from bids, of which 766 million Ghana cedis accepted. The strong liquidity triggered further yield pressure along the curve, with the 91-day bill yield falling by 49 basis points to 5.1% from the previous week's 5.46%. Similarly, the 108-day bill yield declined by 10 basis points to 7.1% from 7.27%. While the 364-day bill recorded the sharpest decline, falling by 91 basis points to 11.59% from 12.5%. The strong rebound in liquidity can be attributed to recent from payments, which have boosted market liquidity and further driven the Treasury leverage to borrow at lower rates and more strong investor demand. Looking ahead, the government seeks to raise 5.15 billion Ghana cedis through the issuance of the 91 days, 118-day, and 364-day T-bills in its next auction.
Neti Ajahu starting us off with that business desk report. The Ghana Chamber of Mines has commended the government for reaching an agreement to resolve the impasse involving Adamus Resources Limited. The chamber says the agreement to implement a 12-month roadmap to revive the mine, supported by a 6-member joint management team, represents a major step towards restoring operations at the mining company. Here are excerpts from a statement issued by the chamber on the development. We believe this collaborative approach demonstrates a commitment to dialogue, investor confidence, and the preservation of productive mining assets. As one of Ghana's few indigenous large-scale mining operations, the successful revival of Adamus Resources is important for protecting jobs, sustaining local businesses and host communities, and preserving its contribution to government revenue and the wider mining value chain. The Chamber particularly commends the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and the leadership of the Minerals Commission for their efforts in reaching a practical way forward. We equally acknowledge Adamus Resources Limited for its constructive engagement. The Chamber encourages all parties to maintain transparency, accountability, and commitment to agreed roadmap, including addressing outstanding liabilities and securing the investment required for the sustainable operation of the mine. The Ghana Chamber of Mines remains ready to support efforts that protect investments and jobs, promote responsible local participation, and strengthen the long-term contribution of mining to Ghana's development. Meanwhile, the company itself, which is Adamus Resources, has welcomed the government's decision to give the company an opportunity to resolve pending issues and restore the Adamus mine to sustainable operations. 3 of the company's mining leases were revoked earlier this year over alleged regulatory breaches and illegal mining activities. Government has since granted the company a 1-year reprieve to restore its operations. In a statement issued by Adamus Resources Limited, the company affirmed its commitment to working with government to address the concerns. Moving on, government is seeking to convert nearly $12 billion in announced and pipeline investments identified in the 2025 annual investment report into actual businesses, increased production and jobs. The Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Okwusu-Ejari, says the focus is now on ensuring these investment opportunities create lasting economic value by strengthening local enterprises.
While the figures in the 2025 annual investment report are encouraging, the more important question for me is what those investments are leaving behind in Ghana. The report identifies nearly $12 billion in announced and pipeline investments. Our task now is to convert as much of that interest as possible into enterprises that are operating, producing, and creating value in Ghana. Investment begins to acquire its economic meaning when it reaches the factory floor, enters the processing factory, creates opportunity for Ghanaian businesses, and puts people to production work. Achieving that overcome requires close collaboration across government and with the private sector. Investors encounter Ghana as one investment destination, so our institution must work with a shared understanding that the success of our investment strengthens the wider economy.
Elizabeth Okwusu-Ejari is Minister responsible for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Petrosol Platinum Energy PLC is set to officially list 200 million Ghana cedis note program on the Ghana Stock Exchange's Ghana Fixed Income Market today, making it the latest energy sector company to tap Ghana's capital markets for funding. The move marks Petrosol's entry into Ghana's organized fixed income market at a time when companies are increasingly looking beyond traditional bank financing for longer-term capital. Unlike an equity listing, the transaction does not mean Petrosol is selling ownership stakes in the company. Rather, the notes represent debt securities through which investors provide funds to the company, with Petrosol expected to meet their agreed interest and repayment obligations. Moving on to some other stories now, and the 2-day ABSA Auto Fair has ended with participating automobile brands reporting high sales, generating customer leads, and also strengthening engagement with prospective buyers. The event has also triggered calls from exhibitors and patrons for the fair to be held more frequently as the automotive industry seeks more platforms to connect buyers with vehicle brands and financing options. My colleague Jano Sakite was there and asked the rest of the story.
The two-day Absa Auto Fair brought together leading automobile brands, dealers, prospective buyers, and other players in the automotive value chain, creating a platform for vehicle sales and customer engagement. Despite early morning showers on both days, patrons made their way to the Good Park to explore vehicles across different segments and assess available offers. For participating automobile brands, the fair provided a direct channel to meet prospective customers, showcase new models, and generate leads that could translate into sales beyond the event.
As I speak to you, even today, there's a lady who came in ready to finalize a deal, but with a promise that we'll close the transaction tomorrow. So far, so good.
We actually have some leads already. Some people already made a down payment, and a lot of people they said they're going to come next week.
So I'm hoping I close about 50 deals from here alone.
Beyond vehicle displays, exhibitors in vehicle tracking, safety, and related automotive services also use the platform to reach potential customers. The experience has prompted calls for more editions of the fair to sustain engagement between automobile businesses and customers.
The cars here are quite luxury and quite expensive. I will urge each and everyone who is purchasing a car here today that to think about the security of the car. Anything can happen. We wish it would be twice a year, not even once a year, because we are getting the returns, we are getting the numbers, we are getting people noticing our brand.
For patrons, the fair offered an opportunity to compare models, assess prices, and understand financing options before making vehicle purchase decisions.
You are getting a lot of value for the price point that they are selling. So I think it's good. It's bringing some competition. Everybody's trying to make a sale, so everybody's trying to give you the best deal possible. So I think it's okay.
I am here to make a choice. I have not come here to view, do window shopping, and go away.
For Absa Bank, the fair also served as a platform to connect prospective vehicle owners with financing solutions while supporting automobile dealers to reach a wider customer base. Head of Sponsorship and Internal Communication at Absa Bank, Serenai says the bank will use the experience from this year's event to improve subsequent editions.
We know one company did as much as 4 vehicle sales on the Thursday, and we are hearing more good news from the other auto companies, and that's really great. What is going to be different is that it's going to be better, it's going to be even more bigger.
The Absa Auto Fair was in partnership with Citi FM and Hollard Insurance and featured a host of participating vehicle brands.
Citi Business News is Daniel Sakite with that report. On the interbank market, the dollar is trading at 12 cedis, 11 cedis rather, 12 cedis, and the British pound at 15 cedis, 17 pesos. That's all the euro could be sold to you at 13 cedis. The guided these are Bank of Ghana rates. They could be much higher at the Forex Bureau near you. That's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News on 97.3 Citi FM. It was proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex, Lease, EcoBank, and Well Good Energy. I am Lati. You have a good business day.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and front whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready, and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Origin or the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
The jamming never stops. The game never stops. The productivity never stops. The music never stops. At G&J, we keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, and UPS solutions, so the power never stops. Your go-to for total energy solutions, making sure you work, thrive, and live life uninterrupted. Visit our website, gjtechghana.com, or call us on 0302-689-178 or 179 or 0202-222-220. G&J, your energy partner.
Enterprise Blue FM.
Enterprise Blue FM, the best.
You're tuned into Enterprise Blue FM. DJ E on the traffic jams. Who's the chillest man you know? Phones are open. Let's go.
DJ E, the chillest man is my neighbor. Mr. Ose, a truck bumped into his new bumper. He didn't blink, just took the picture, uploaded on Enterprise Insurance Claim Express, smiled, and drove off.
Boss move. Hello, caller.
Hello, DJ E. I know that same Mr. Say. Like if it me, the way the truck driver go make shit, you know what be crazy? Next day, no, Mr. Say fix the pen.
That's right. Mr. Say, you really are that guy.
They say Entoa, that, but at Enterprise Insurance, with over 100 years of experience, we say whether it's motor, home, travel, or insurance for your business, Entoa, that when it happens, smile.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Your home could be anything you want it to be. It could be a stadium.
It's just 12 yards out. He shoots.
Oh!
Hey!
What a strike!
It's a goal.
Or a gaming arena.
Yes! Let's go!
Sometimes a classroom.
Madam, please, I don't understand.
All right, let's go over it again. Which part don't you understand?
The whole shop.
Or it could be an office.
How many orders are ready? Okay, send them to East Legon first.
Or even a research center.
Daddy, what is the Big Bang Theory?
Wait, let me ask ChatGPT.
You can make your home anything you want it to be because no matter the experience you want at home, MTN Fiber will power it. Get unlimited internet up to 500 megabytes per second from as low as 299 Ghana cedis. Connect your home or business today. Visit the My MTN app or dial *5057# to check fiber availability and request now.
MTN.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Caleb Kuda here, 16 after 7. Good morning to you. Neil Latte brought us the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. We are grateful to these corporates for putting their strength behind us. MTN, EcoBank, Enterprise, Valex, GJ Technical, and of course Gabby Affairs here. You bring your kickoff in a bit. For your attention, dear online drivers, taxi drivers, and prayer operators, do you know that beyond just completing your trips, you can earn rewards towards or along the way? Yeah, with a Momo Merchant account, passengers can now pay you by scanning your GHQR code via the Momo app or by using your Merchant ID. Every eligible transaction brings you closer to exciting weekly and monthly rewards. So visit any of our branches across the country with your registered business certificate to register for a Momo Merchant account and enjoy added convenience and security for your business funds. This campaign is in partnership with GHQR, powered by Gibbs. You know how money really moves in that. At EcoBank, we know it doesn't just move on payday, but every single day, connecting you to the people who matter most. EcoBank provides one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries. Our digital platforms instantly connect people, businesses, and opportunities across the entire continent. Go ahead, pay those bills, transfer funds, manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Just download the EcoBank mobile app, dial star 770#, use EcoBank online and our nationwide ATM. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. If you're looking for the chillest man in Ghana, his name is Mr. Osei. He insured his car with Enterprise Insurance, so when the unexpected happened, he simply chose. People say Antu Wada, but Mr. Osei did. Charlie Wadakra. So Enterprise is inviting you to enjoy the life Mr. Osei is enjoying. Atua Ubeda. Whether it's your car, home, travel, or business, Enterprise Insurance gives you the confidence to face life's uncertainties. Knowing you'll be there, we will be there when you need us most. Don't wait until it's too late. Get insured today on the Enterprise Advantage app. Call or WhatsApp 053-970-0109. Enterprise Insurance is certainly your advantage. Save money. You don't need to buy multifunctional photocopies. Lease them at Valex Lease Equip Limited. And guess what? You can pay as you copy up and print or design your own payment plan. We have A4, A3, duty, MFP, which comes with sorter, stapler, and finisher. We have the production machine with sorter, stapler, and finisher. Just lease them. You will enjoy free toners, cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance. Charlie Wumpe, we are open there. Call 0244-644-048. You will save over 60% on these photocopies. ValexLease.com. Visit our website. Let's start doing business. We are a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Talk to us. G&J understands no moment should ever be interrupted. Some are even more special. Painfully, it is when it's the most special that the lights go off. But we keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, UPS solutions, so the power never stops. G&J, your go-to for total energy solutions. GJTechGhana.com. Visit our website. Let's do business. Call us now. We are ready to hear from you. 0202-222-220. G&J, your energy partner. Gabby Affairs, ready to serve you. Kickoff that's brought to you by Lesheho. If you're ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom, the Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored for you. We make your money work for you. So join the investment revolution. Call us now, 0302-208-333. Invest wisely, invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve life. Gabby Affairs. You look rather calm for a Monday morning.
Yeah, it's a good morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'll be a better
lot
week.
of football.
Yes,
over the
please.
weekend.
Absolutely.
The City fans and the Liverpool fans and the United people.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
I'm told the Chelsea fans are sitting on tenterhooks.
Oh yeah, Chelsea are in action today. They play Fulham. That will be the final game in round 1 of the English Premier League. That game is 7 p.m. at the Craven Cottage. So I'm thinking that they hope their team wins, because a lot of the teams, the big teams, they'll be competing with our drop points over the weekend. So, but yeah, and then there was a big one too. Former Chelsea star Mikel Obi was in Ghana. He had that interaction with Andy Dudua. He said a few things. If you contest my GFA president, he was asked that question, gave a diplomatic answer.
Yeah, that he's managed.
And all of that. Yeah, but
so is that a CV?
Yeah. We'll be keeping tabs because his name has been around that he might be contesting for that role. So
all right, Gabby Affairs here. Let's get into kickoff.
Here he comes. Szoboszlai scores! Liverpool salvage the draw late on. It's never, ever over till it's over.
All right, so Dominic Szoboszlai's last gap penalty and then Andoni Raiola, a debut Liverpool point to deny Newcastle victory on Martin Jassel's managerial bow in a pulsating 2-0 draw at the St. James's Park. There's more to come from match day 1 of the English Premier League, plus some updates more on the local scene. Ghana Sampim Dakoa ladies And actually later today in the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. Welcome. This is Kickoff on 97.3 and we're on the wings of Politan Ghana and Let's improve life. All right, let's get into it. I'm Gabi Affair, and starting off with this, because former Black Stars captain Andre Ayew says Attah-Mensah should have lost his job much earlier after Ghana's failure to qualify for the 2025 AFCON. Now, the GFA eventually dismissed Attah-Mensah on March 31, 2026, following a poor run of results and growing criticism over the AFCON qualification failure. Now, speaking on the Obi-Wan podcast with former Chelsea and Nigeria star John Obi Mikel over the weekend, Ayew says the decision should have been taken immediately after the AFCON setback.
It was a call that maybe should have happened long well before. It's a call that should have happened long way before. I think when you have done a local prep for the AFCON, you can't go really better. That's my home duty. You know, I know him. It was bad, not really played together, but like I played under him when he was assistant, as a coach, etc. But after that, he was able to qualify us to the World Cup. So then, that instance, then about, I think, 5-6 running matches just after, and he fall. So now it becomes, a bit tangible. That's why I think now everybody becomes important in these small days, right? Because Ghana, the Black Stars, is for the whole country.
All right, so that's former Black Stars captain Andre Ayew speaking there, but he said a lot of other things. Ayew also addressed the speculation that he is preparing to contest for the GFA presidency. Now, the former Black Stars captain says his only interest is seeing Ghanaian football develop and succeed.
What's important is what the people want, what the people want. As you say, rumors. Yes, when the rumors started, yes, I've been having conversations with people, etc. But that's not what's important today for me personally as Andre. What I want is our people to grow. So for whoever is going to make it grow, it has to grow. From those in power now, we start nothing from now. Not tomorrow, not looking for that's later questions. As for me, a footballer, I've been on the national team for about 70 years, 18, something like that. And I've been under different administrations. Yeah. And I think right now, it's not it's going right, what's going on. We know what's going right and what's going on. Yeah.
All right, so that's former Black Stars captain Andre Ayew speaking right there. Now, away from that, the registration window for the 2025, rather the 2026-2027 football season closes at 11:59 p.m. tonight, with clubs racing to complete their final deals before the deadline. Teams across the various divisions will be looking to strengthen their squads before the window shuts here in Ghana. Now to women's football, and Ampim Dakwan ladies head coach Charles Anoche says his side are ready for the Wafu B CAF Women's Champions League qualifier against ASEC Mimosas in Burkina Faso later today. The match kicks off at 3 p.m. with Ampim Dakwan also set to face Nigeria's Edo Queens and Niger's Airs Guard Nationally in Dubai. Anoche says preparations have gone according to plan.
And we are ready, and we put the girls in shape, and we know that all the teams within the group are coming out with a lot of experiences, and we are also, in contention. Dakwa representing Ghana is coming to at least put up their best up so that they will qualify from the group and then head towards the Champions League. So if you ask me that, how well have I prepared my team, I can say that the players are ready in terms of team cohesion, in terms of tactical understanding, and then mentally, they are ready to fight for Ghana.
Okay, so that's Ampim Dakwan ladies head coach Charles Anoche speaking ahead of today's game against ASEC Mimosas. Now let's take you to the English Premier League, and at the St. James's Park, Dominic Szoboszlai scored a dramatic stoppage time penalty as Liverpool denied Newcastle an opening game victory at the St. James's Park, where the game ended in a 2-2 draw. Goals from Anthony Langa and Joe Willock seem to have given Matthias Yasler a winning start to life as Newcastle manager, with Cody Gakpo having briefly leveled for the visitors in the second half. Yeah, from Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai.
I'm disappointed that we didn't win. Although also lucky a little bit that we got the penalty. Yeah, happy to score. But I think there was more in the game for us. In my point of view, I think we should have done better in the second half. The first half, I think we did quite good. First game, take the point and we move on.
All right, so that's Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai speaking after the 2-0 draw against Newcastle. At the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City scored 2 late goals to end Enzo Maresca win in his first Premier League game in charge and deny Marco Rose the perfect start as Bournemouth boss. Maguire and Josko Vardio scored 2 late goals for the citizens. To hear from City boss Enzo Maresca.
Second half, they drop a little bit, also because first half, I think we kept the ball for most of the first half, so they run a lot, and second half, they drop a little bit. But again, I think it's a game that we don't need to win in 90 minutes. It's a game that probably we deserve to win before. I don't know if it's clear in English, but yeah.
About Marguerite, could you talk us through the decision-making process of starting him in that central midfielder position?
Yeah, we are looking for solution. I knew Mark since he was at Palace. I really like him, and I think that he can be midfielder. Also, he can be central defender, step in, or he can play as a midfielder like today. We tried this week, the first 2-3 days, central defender, step in, and then definitely with the last 2 days as a midfielder, and I think it was good.
All right, so that's Manchester City boss Enzo Maresca. Brighton kicked off their new Premier League campaign in an emphatic fashion by trashing Europa League winners Aston Villa 4-0 at the Amex Stadium. On Saturday, Big Spen and Tottenham made a shocking start to the new Premier League season as they were ripped apart by impressive Brentford 3-0 at the JTech Community Stadium. Hull City also stunned United on a dream return to the Premier League after 9 years away with a first ever top flight win against the Shell Shock visitors. Hull City won 2-0 at the MKM Stadium. Earlier on Friday at the Emirates, Arsenal began their Premier League title defense with a convincing 3-0 victory over newly promoted Coventry City. Later today, Fulham take on Chelsea at 8 p.m. at the Craven Cottage. But let's stay with the PL. We turn our attention to some Ghanaian players who were in action over the weekend for their respective clubs. Julio Ashirifiamwa has all the updates.
Ghanaian players have made a mixed but encouraging start to the new Premier League season, with Antoine Semenyo and Abdul Fattah Issahaku among those making notable contributions. Semenyo played the full 90 minutes for Manchester City as they edged his former club Bournemouth 2-1. The Ghana international registered 3 shots with 1 on target, while completing 22 of his 25 passes and making 3 recoveries. At Ipswich Town, Abdul Fattah Issahaku also impressed in their 2-1 victory over Sunderland. Fattah played 66 minutes, completing all 3 of his attempted dribbles, creating a clear-cut chance with a key pass and winning 5 of 7 ground duels. Meanwhile, Ibrahim Osman made a brief appearance for Brighton as they trashed Aston Villa 4-0. The Ghanaian winger came on for the final 13 minutes and completed all 5 of his attempted shot passes. It was a difficult afternoon, however, for Ghanaian duo Brandon Thomas Asante and Caleb Ewanchi, who featured for Coventry City in their 3-0 defeat to Arsenal. Mohamed Kudus missed the matchday squad as he continued his recovery from a quadriceps injury. He watched from the stands as Spurs suffered a 3-0 defeat to Brentford.
All right, so that's my colleague Julio Ashirifiamwa with all the updates regarding Ghanaian players who featured in the English Premier League over the weekend. In Spain, Anthony Gordon marked his Barcelona debut with 2 assists and 5 minutes as the reigning champions defeated Elche 5-0 in their La Liga opener. Atletico Madrid forward Julian Alvarez was booed by his own fans amid speculation about his future as the side drew with Villarreal. Finishing off with Formula One because Lando Norris and McLaren beat Mercedes Kimi Antonelli to take a masterful strategic victory in a compelling Dutch Grand Prix. A topsy-turvy race started amid chaos as Max Verstappen crashes Red Bull at high speed on a damp track at the end of the first lap, leading to the red flag. Well, that's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at City Sports JJ. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytime Ghana and Let's Improve Life. I'm Gabby Affair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care and bye-bye.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise because we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mama.
Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, we improve your life.
Chilling with friends. Take chuck your hunger. Break time, please. Taste. Mini me, achomo. Mini me, achomo. Mini me, achomo. Come and taste the fun. Mini me, achomo. Mini me, achomo. Mini me, achomo. Come and taste the fun. For the laughter. Mini me, achomo. For the party. Mini me, achomo. Let's go dancing. Mini me, achomo. Taste the fun. Mini me, achomo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. I'll save or invest more is not a plan. It's a wish. Today, get very specific about your money goal. Decide the exact amount, set a clear deadline, and be honest about why it matters to you. Clarity creates direction, and vague goals lead to vague results. At Petra, we care about helping you make wise financial choices. And if you're unsure where to start, you can speak to a Petra advisor for free financial advice. Just dial *447*70#. Clarity first, action next. Let's do life together. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Before, paying my supplier in Guangzhou, be wahala, Forest Bureau, bad rates. Part of your profits just vanishes like that.
Transaction declined. Hotel booking declined. Hey, even a small candle I'm purchasing online. I'm also share.
I'm still counting peso exchange at checkout. Scared to carry cash at time.
Union Pay got you covered. Yes, Union Pay.
Direct payment to China. And Jemu, no middleman. Profit stays in my business.
Online shopping, subscriptions, travel bookings. No wahala.
Supermarket, fuel, school fees, works every time.
Union Pay accepted in 183 countries and regions. Words where your life works for traders, dreamers, and everyday Ghanaians alike. Visit your bank today. Ask for your Union Pay card. Union Pay, your way.
Come, let's go to the market.
We have to buy everything for you before you go to SHS.
Mommy, please, all that stress, going around the market and carrying heavy things. My friends will see me sweating like this. They have already registered for their EduPack. I don't want to be left out.
Registered for EduPack?
Yes, EduPack, a Ghana Education Service approved and supported initiative for all first years going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All the trunk, mattress, pillow, and plastic chop box are already waiting for your child at school.
Daddy, so what do we do?
We shall register you by dialing *713*821#, following the prompts. Or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3. Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
$7:40 on the City Breakfast Show. John Cicada. Happy 40th birthday to Michael Opoku Jemfi as you step into the 4th chapter of your life. May it be filled with all the blessings that God has planned for you. Good favor, prosperity, health, and endless laughter from your family and friends. To Michael Opoku Jemfi. Also wishing Derek Kwame Bochoi a happy birthday. He's the news editor of the Spider newspaper. We say, may God reward his hard work and answer all his secret prayers and more. From George Wilson Kingston and the entire editorial team of the Spider newspaper to Kwame Bochori. Later, happy birthday greetings to Dr. Philip Attah-Mensah, CEO, MD of UMB Bank Ghana. Your birthday was Saturday, 22nd August. We wish you good health, long life, and wisdom to lead the bank. From Samens, Bernard, Omane, and the entire Citi FM and Channel 1 team. Philip will be fast. When we go for business Olympics, he will wear the captain's band. Allah. Then when Legon was in Sabah, it's a good footballer. They play tactics. It's a player. It's a player. It's good for your bank MD to like football. So we have a couple of things that we'll do today. We will announce our finalists for the literacy challenge, the top 3 per region from the phase 2. Apioko will bring the list to us this morning. as they get ready for the final quiz. Over the weekend, I went to the auto fair. It was really good. And I'm happy to say we were part of the media support. Of course, it was an outside event, but we are the main media partner for it, and it was a really good event. Almost 20 auto companies. But we have something coming up on our own. We call it This is Ghana.
Yeah, but Bernard, before you do the This is Ghana, I know it's very important. You actually were talking about vehicles. There's something that I've been working on for a space elsewhere, and I'm wondering if our authorities in Ghana are looking at it. It's good news that the BBC decided to publish a story on it today. It says nearly 3 million peddlers were called in China over hidden door handles. You know that many of these new vehicles that are coming into the system, a door handle, when you want to open
access it has to come
comes out. Yeah. And then when you close it, it goes back in. I've been looking at some data that suggests that a lot of the crashes we're seeing elsewhere, when these crashes happen, it becomes difficult for firefighters or rescue or people to reach
because the system that causes the door to handle to come out
is jammed. Exactly, it's jammed and people get trapped in and people are dying as a result. China has moved in a certain direction, requiring that look, it should be the old style one, the one that you have to hold it and open.
Something should not be changing. You shouldn't sacrifice style for safety.
Exactly.
Or safety for style.
So the question is whether the DVLA and for that matter, the transport authorities in Ghana, Ministry of Transport, and of course, Malibet's Group Road Safety Commission are also thinking in this direction. It's an issue that is engaging European, lawmakers as well, and then also some people are talking about it, although in a mutual faction in the US. So perhaps this is the time that we should also have some engagement on it because it's a very, very serious matter.
So your point is that the specifications for some of these new vehicles, we have to have sort of local. They must fit local standards.
Exactly, and also because the handles, the door handles are tied to the electronics of the vehicle, right? So if it is not powered on, like the remote is not accessible, it becomes difficult to open it. So I think we should have serious, conversation as a state around this particular matter. Okay. Yeah, because it may become a lifesaver tomorrow, depending on the direction in which policy moves.
All right. I was going to point you to
This is Ghana.
The space cars.
Oh, okay.
at circle that we've not been able to properly regulate at level. But I don't want to go there, right? Because you know what I'm saying. We've said that we've banned more than 15-year-old vehicle imports, so that's a good start. And
meanwhile, we have 35-year-old vehicles on the road.
The cynic in me was going to say that you can't regulate even regular trucks and taxis. Where do you stand in regulating new Tesla? But let me just leave it. Let me just leave it. Let me just focus. Let me just focus. Because you are inviting me somewhere, but I don't want to decline the invitation. I want to stay where I am. I was just saying that the auto fair was great.
Yes, it was great.
And I was quite heartened to see a lot of people patronize the event. Yeah. But we are organizing. So I've said this a few times. A media house is not just a platform to announce what is happening in the world. There's also a system for targeted intervention. And those interventions perform two roles. They keep us close to our stakeholders and audiences. And then they also address certain challenges we've seen, which require excellent media communication to solve. So, for example, when we do things like literacy challenge, we like families. Most people listen to us on their way to work. Usually, that's when we go for this. And they say, "Oh, my son wants to take a picture with you." Now we have to do something for them. Yeah. So when we do a literacy challenge, we are saying to them, "We are your station. We are for you. We want to give your children the chance to excel at what they do. So they should take part in the essay competition. They should come and take part in the quiz and all of those things." You get it? So we do it for that purpose, okay, to keep in touch with our audience. And then there are some other things we do because we think that a station of our caliber and what it represents in the nation should champion those things. So I want to meet a friend of mine who's in his 70s.
Okay.
And one of his dreams.
A friend of yours and he's 70 years old.
Yeah, sometimes you can buy experience by your friendship. It's a really different man in the 70s. And he advises me a lot. And it's one of the things he wants to do with his friends. When he talks to friends, talks to his colleagues. So I'm like somebody who said he wants to be on the heritage caravan with them. He will do anything to be on the caravan. So for a media house to use the power of our relationships, our knowledge, and our access. Because if we tell Mensia or we tell any royal house that we are coming with, they will give us funding. It's not the same as any normal talk company doing. You understand? So we organize the heritage caravan. And again, when you listen to the tone of the things you, Goffred, Kakra, and myself, and the rest of us, Callum and Co, discuss every day, it would be sad if all we did was come on air to discuss. So I like to say that our events are our show working aspect of the media work. You get it? Because when we go on air and we speak about problems, a lot of people say, you are just talking that who are actually doing the real work. Okay. So we interpreted our mandate to be beyond pointing out issues. Our primary mandate is still a news organization. We disseminate information, we discuss and contextualize information, we provide a platform for using discourse. Right? It's a platform for reasonable conversation, which is intelligent. But the media house is also a rallying point because it's from the agora, the market, the marketplace of ideas. So you also give people the chance to speak about what they feel. So you give people the chance to call in, text in, or whatever. But increasingly, we are redefining that mandate to now include what I call a mobilizing, catalyzing platform. Okay, so you feel that maybe a certain social ill is happening, so you use your forces to fight it. Stop Galamsey now. Or you realize that there are lots of small and medium-sized companies that can't pay for adverts on your radio station. They want to enter the export market. They don't have access to the right sort of capital, the right sort of training. You organize business festival every June. You have access to banks. You have access to business advisory services. What do? Create a market for them. Bring people to speak to them. Let somebody do export readiness survey. Advertise their products for cheap. Go to Tamale. Go to the stadium, Jubilee Park. Bring 200 vendors together. Market their products for them. Build the business. That's how we interpret. So the mandate is not just come and talk about government, lower the interest rate. But we are saying such things as I have, give ID. All right. So we don't have money to give. So when somebody writes a sponsorship letter to me, I can't give him 1 million CD sponsorship, but I can create a market for him so that whether it's into cosmetics, it's into hair products, it's into clothes, it's into books, it's into bags, it's into shoes, it's into cars, it's into sugar, it's into honey or food. I can create a platform and say you and 200 other small businesses come together, and I'm going to drive 50,000 people to come and see your product. That's part of media. So we are reinterpreting our mandate. And we believe that this is the way to go, because every country's media must meet its development needs. So we will not use the China or American template to run media in Ghana. The people in China have a different plan than the people in America. So if you go to China tomorrow morning, when you listen to their morning show, they don't discuss what the Americans discuss. There's no global template for morning shows. So we have to define what is right, which is why we insist on doing the things we do. So on the 29th and 30th of August, we are going to do This is Ghana. We believe that is the, and we also say that those who listen to us, who believe in us, cannot stay away. You get it? Don't stay away and say, oh, City, we like you. If you like us, come. And if you like us or believe in what we are doing, come and buy. Because if Tekura can produce enough furniture to fill up all the offices in Accra, they can start exporting to Nairobi. Exactly. And they'll employ more people. They'll make money. Kakra will be happy. So when she comes here, she'll be smiling. Do you understand? And she'll change her car. And then she'll employ and train people.
And she would pick people from the street who may have gotten teenage pregnancy, give them a decent job, put some of them in school, sprayers, wood carvers, carpenters,
metal benders.
plenty. So within that small Tikura company, so when you come and buy furniture from Tikura, you are not just making Kakra rich, you are solving a societal problem. Okay, so everybody must interpret their mandate on the basis of development. So for us, as a media house in a development state, we will not stop. Right? So yes, we will cover controversy. Politics is important. People will discuss who has said what. People like it. But what put bread on people's table is not who insulted who. What put bread on people's table? Can people have money to work? If Sky goes back to 3 Town tomorrow morning, if the people are working, put some of them in learn a job, learn a trade. It's businesses that do that.
Exactly.
So media cannot be used for, hey, oh no, man, Kofi also saying, okay, bruh, me want to learn. So, those things are important, but that's not all it is. So we are not saying that we won't do. We do controversy, big issue, point of view, we do it. But I want our listeners to be emotionally connected to what we are doing. We are doing what we are doing. We believe it too. We are trying to use media to rally a nation to wake up to its responsibility of supporting small and medium companies. 10 here, 15 here, 5 here, 20 here. And we are also saying that not all these companies are Accra companies.
No.
One of the reasons why Accra is choked, and every day we are discussing filth and sanitation, is that there aren't enough jobs in the hinterland. So some of the companies coming from outside Accra will even subsidize. Come and be on the This is Ghana. Come and showcase what you are doing. Maybe you are doing some gali from Joje. You know, and you've called it, give it some name.
Timbe.
We need to give you the chance to raise your standard.
Powerful.
You get it? So please, 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 this is Ghana thing is very, very important to us. If you believe in the Citi FM and Channel 1 brand, whether you are 17 or 70, we want to see you at This is Ghana. And when you come, spend money. Take a photo. Tweet. Small businesses are the future of our country. I beg you. And you see, last thing I'll say as I bring up your call. I was talking to somebody last week, and the person was telling me why a certain country is doing well these days. So the country's civilization is about 5,000 years old. And the citizens are so proud that they say, we will not be dominated by another country forever. So we will wake up and do what has to be done in this country. So even if you bomb us, if you slander us, we will not be defeated. So that's the cycle. So the nation's greatest resource is the mindset of its people. So whether they are in Ghana, they are in Japan, they are in Kuwait, they are doing the same excellent work. So to build a nation requires that the people's mindset must be shaped in a certain way. And we in the media must use this gift God has given us to do it. So we want you to come and support This is Ghana. I don't think we make any money from that thing. It's not, if it's money we are looking for, there are other things we can do.
It's not that at all.
I can say in my lifetime that I've seen companies, people who started as one-man business. I don't have the permission to mention their names here. We put them on air, give them some airtime. Some of them are exporting now.
Yeah.
When I mention their name, GRA will go for them, so I won't mention them.
Yes.
Kakra, there are guys I left university with who have started companies whose products I buy. Some of them are now exporting. Some are doing high quality products. I can buy online from them. When they started the business, they were putting the products in bags and going from office to office. Now they have shops, they are exporting. And I'm proud. I don't need to be a shareholder in the company. I don't need anything from them. But to see that in 15 years, somebody started a post-university business and is now exporting and employs 15 people. If I don't achieve anything in media, I think that is okay. So please, we are begging our listeners. This is Ghana. It's critical. Later in the morning, we'll be telling you the kind of companies coming. When we had mentioned the company's name, list the top 5 you are going to visit and find them. So your job is to take a pen and paper. So Western Mensah is okay. Kofi Mensah company. They do African prints. I'll look for Kofi Mensah company. Ayele hairdo. They can do hair extensions. I'll go for Ayele hairdo. Do you understand? We want you to. If the companies do well, we all benefit. If the businesses do, we will stop depending on other countries. IMF will not tell you know all those things. It's not that we don't need to suffer. We don't need to. We are not born to come and die in misery, but we must take responsibility for our own development, and that means that we must spend consciously. You understand? We must not. We don't do anything like Sky says. Even if his child asking for something, sometimes you say, if you don't speak, I won't give it to you. Nothing is by so even in meeting your child's needs, there's a deliberate. So we don't spend by heart. We must consciously build the country on the basis of even how we spend. Our spending choices are part of a nation's development. It's part of our mindset. It's a very important resource. So please, if you love Citi, if you love Channel One, you love Ghana, come and be part of This Is Ghana. Here ends the sermon. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
It's good to be here, Bernard.
You were here last week to tell us that we had done stage 2 of the literacy challenge.
Exactly.
You had received close to 100 finalists who you had camped to write an aptitude test, and you are looking for the top 30, the top 3 per region.
Right.
I hope you have your list now.
Yes, I do. Yes,
Okay.
I do.
All right.
So, just to reiterate a little, level 1 of the literacy challenge is an essay competition.
Correct.
And we put out the topic. Essentially, we're asking young people who are at the pre-secondary school stage in Ghana between the ages of 11 and 15 to write an essay about AI. So getting to understand AI and then imagining that they're a consultant to our Minister for Education and suggesting to him what we could do with AI in our educational sector without leaving any child behind, regardless of background, where you come from in Ghana, who your father is, your mother is, what school you're in, also being able to benefit from what AI can bring to the educational system. So they did that. Now we got our top 100 from there. And
how many entries did you receive?
we received in excess of 3,000. So, I mean, it was thousands, so many of them, and from across Ghana. Now we had our top 100, and Bernard, as you rightly said, on the 16th, which was 2 Sundays ago, they wrote an aptitude test.
Yep.
Now that aptitude test was very interesting, but Bernard, you talked about when you were explaining why we do This Is Ghana and similar things, the fact that media in Ghana cannot just cut and paste what media from other parts of the world are doing. We learn, we get ideas, we see what international best practice is, but as with every industry, every sector in the country, we must do what works for us. And so that aptitude test was indicative of what we can do with our assessment, written assessment.
Correct.
So I'll give you a quick example. We gave each of the contestants what we called an aptitude test kit. They had a lime in there, a granite in a shell, some salt, different things. And we asked them to answer questions based on that. You know, there's one question, a set of 5 questions where they had to use a small comb, run it through their hair, tear paper into pieces, and then use the comb that they passed through their own hair to touch the paper and then see what happens. After that, you answer questions. So it was a very interesting thing that they got to experience there. Now we have our top regional teams. So there are 10 regions represented on this list.
Okay.
The top 3 contestants from each of these 10 regions. So in essence, we have 30 students whose names we're announcing today. Now, Bernard, I'm not going to mention the regions in any particular order, the names in any particular order.
It was just the 3 per region.
Exactly. But before that, I want to tell you what the marks were. So what the spread was in terms of how they performed.
Okay.
Now, the aptitude test was marked out of 100 points, 100%. The Volta region, the highest was 76%. Yeah. Central region, 92%. Northern region, 90%. Western, 90%. Upper East, 90%. Bono region, 70%. Eastern region, 93%.
Wow.
Upper West, 88%. Ashanti, 96%. And Greater Accra, 96%. I'm telling you. So when we say that we have a collection of some of Ghana's brightest minds represented on this list at this level, pre-secondary level. I'm not kidding you.
So who are the finalists now?
Here we go. So from the Volta region, we have Mensa Gabriela Malpemo from the Volta Bags JHS.
Beautiful.
Samuel Danku from Ho Bankwe EP JHS.
Beautiful.
Austin Deladem Agoche Petwe EP Junior High School.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
So those are the three from the
Those are
Volta.
the three from the Volta region. Central region, Abigail Inkum, Girls Model School.
Okay.
Laurentia Kwating Labi,
Beautiful.
Oswell Academy.
Beautiful.
Julianne Oforiwa Dankwa, Girls Model School.
All right. So 3 girls from Central.
There we go.
All right. Northern.
Northern region, Fahim Mumpuni Al Hassan, Savannah International Academy.
Solid.
Abdul Nasir Shami Masuini, Abe Halprin School Limited. Isa Abba Salsabila, Abe Halprin School Limited.
Is that in Tamale?
Solid.
Yes,
Solid.
yes. And this is not their first time appearing in the literacy challenge.
Halprin. All right.
Abe
So that's the
Halprin.
Northern region.
That's the
Western
Northern
region.
region. Western region, Ronald Anyako, New Pathways.
Beautiful.
Joyce Aqua, Onua Francis Ideal School.
So the schools do.
Justina Issy Hagan, Bright Kids International School. So that's the Western region. Upper East region, Atta Nawal, Great Victory Academy. Alobo Akari, Adabase Junior High School.
Okay.
Davor Gerald, Great Victory Academy.
Great Victory Academy.
Bono region, Emanuela Michelle C, Dreamfield International School. And Nyambwafo Wilson High Arthur.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes.
Wilson
High Arthur. 2 hyphenated names.
Powerful.
Sunyai Secondary Model Basic School. Hilda Opoku Kwating Adventist Preparatory School.
Wonderful.
Eastern Region, Noako Kwabna Adomreku, Suhum Roman Catholic JHS.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nyamedom Apia Kubi Apia Boachi. Abuaji. Sorry, Abuaji. Hallmark Schools. Nyamedom.
Some names they
Apia Kubi. Apia Abuaji.
Right.
Hallmark Schools.
Powerful.
Stephanie Otrewa Apao Jimfi. PCE Demonstration JHS.
Beautiful.
All right.
Upper West Region. Devin Yambefare Ambalaku Leadership Community School.
Powerful.
Bemi Abbas Sharika Hilaliman JHS.
Okay, JHS.
Yes.
JHS. Okay.
Yes. Manuel VP Aledi Ancilla Catholic School.
And there's an Ancilla in Upper West. There's
Yes,
an
there
Ancilla
is.
in Hacho
In Hacho as well. Right.
Ancilla.
I don't know if there's a connection though, but there's a Catholic school.
I'm sure it's affiliated to the church.
We will pronounce it divine or is it divine?
No, they spell it
No,
D-E.
no. Well,
Divine.
DE.
Yeah, maybe divine.
Yeah, could be. Could
Okay,
be.
fine. Ashanti region.
Ashanti region, Laura Kuma Obuobi, KNUST Basic School, Akwesi Opoku Jating, KNUST JHS,
Powerful.
Okay.
Zubair Latif Babajato International Community School. And then, last but not the least, Greater Accra, Neria Jemfi, Northridge Lyceum.
Okay.
My school, I must say.
Really?
Yes, yes. I did. I was a school prefect.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tell me why they speak English like that.
You there? To just silver spoon and so.
Look, this stray bullet I will not take.
No, that's okay. You just ignore that. That's big brother. Can I help me to sing
sorry, I'm Northridge Lyceum.
Yes, Neria Jane from Northridge Lyceum. Janelle Abriel Ofori, Silicon Valley International School.
Yeah.
And Otu Sarah Augusta Kusia, Achimota Basic School.
Congratulations to all of them.
So these are our top 30.
These are top 30, and
what's the plan for them?
this is it. So at this stage, we have regional teams, and that's why we've told you who they are according to their regional clusters. Now, what we are doing in level 3 of the literacy challenge is encouraging our young people to understand the power of teamwork, collaboration, partnership. Because what we're saying is that where we are in the world now, if you don't partner, you don't collaborate, you fail. That's the truth. We need to learn how to have that mindset of I have eggs. Sky has oil. Let's fry the egg together.
Yes, sir.
Instead of sitting down and be hungry because you can't eat the raw egg and you can't drink the oil, right? So we want to encourage that, test that skill, that mindset of working towards a common goal for victory. So on the 5th and 6th of September, here in Accra, these regional teams will go into a round of competition. So think football, think sports where we've got the knockout rounds. And then by Sunday afternoon, that's on the 6th of September, we should have our top 4 regional teams. And now they will battle it out for the top 3 spots. Now, when that happens, the winning team will receive 15,000 Ghana cedis. So 5,000 Ghana cedis for each of the members. Each one receives a trophy of their own because they're from different schools, different districts, so they can take it back to where they're coming from. A certificate, gold medals, and a laptop.
Wonderful.
For each of them. Now, from the winning team, don't forget that the literacy challenge is to identify the most outstanding all-round pre-secondary school students in Ghana. Yes. And all-round is the key phrase here. We are looking for that student who is versatile, who can excel in the science, in the arts, in the mathematics, in the essay and critical thinking, all of those things. Now this person becomes the model student that we want to raise to become the kind of citizen you always talk about on the City Breakfast Show, right? So from the winning team, this means that the person has excelled in the essay round, level 1, has excelled in the aptitude test, level 2, has worked with their team to win the regional team dynamic in level 3, and now we see how they performed across the board, each of the 3 in the top team, and identify their overall most outstanding student. But Bernard, that's not all. That person gets an extra 5,000 Ghana cedis. So at the pinnacle of it, the overall winner gets 10,000 Ghana cedis, and then they also get a plaque in addition to everything else that they would have won with their team.
Thank you, Apiko. I'll come back to the list later. If you didn't hear the names, the top 30 have been announced for the literacy challenge, and on the first weekend of September, they will be taking part in the final of finals. It's a regional finals, 3 per region. All right, let's get into tech and social media trends now, and Edwin Kwakofi is already here. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, everyone else. Into tech and social media trends. This is a story that I ordinarily wouldn't have brought because it came last week, maybe Thursday or Friday. But the conversation has grown into the weekend, which is why I want to bring it up. So this incident happened during the graduation ceremony for the Graduate Management Accelerated Program of UBA. So at that event, a young lady took to the stage or to the mic to ask the now former group chairman for UBA, Tony.
Is this a Ghana matter?
No, it's a Nigerian matter. Tony Elumelu, a question. So when she got to the mic, she said, "Good morning, Tony." Yes, and he was not pleased at all.
Now, are you my co-equal?
He addressed her, and this is what he said. "Okay, no, you won't call me Tony.
No, you can't.
You will call me Mr. Elumelu or TOE.
Yes, sir.
You won't call me Tony or chairman. I don't subscribe to that kind of Oyibo life, okay?" And obviously it sparked a whole conversation on social media, people against and people for, because some people feel that he was a little rude to the girl and he could have handled the issue better, and that it's not about calling someone by a Mr. or a chairman or a name. You should be able to call somebody by their first name in these kinds of interactions.
Maybe that's the best chance for him to show the way to go. I don't think there's well, we don't know the tone.
Well, I mean, I watched the video. The truth is that, people are trying to expose the other side of the truth, which is that when he went to a university outside of this country, a similar
of his country,
outside of his country, so outside of Africa, it's a Western university somewhere in the US. He was similarly addressed, Tony, by someone who, of course, by comparable age, like someone younger, just like the person who was addressing him in Nigeria, and he didn't have a problem with that. Some people argue that maybe it was because of the Western setting. So you go to Rome, you see what they do. What
That's why it goes into Igbo life. You know?
Then if you are in your country, you do your own thing.
But you're talking to Nigerian.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but
really,
I get it. So maybe his point is that in Nigeria, Sky, if you meet a Nigerian Yoruba man, a Yoruba person, there's a way you greet him to show respect. For me, we can't develop and forget about our culture. So for me, sometimes you have to straighten our young people in the way they address adults. So that's how we do it here.
Yeah.
Now, he's in America and an American calls him Tony. Maybe that's how Americans do it. But he can't let a Nigerian do the same thing.
Yeah, that is true. That is true in terms of purity of culture. But there's also a pushback that says that given the teachings we have in school these days, the school of the lady, I think one of the people was talking about it, that she was a student of the school, and that in the banking space, if you're a corporate student, that's what you're taught, that address people by their first name. So ordinarily it should not be a problem. I understand the cultural sensitivities, but then also we should also allow room for some of the I remember going to the UK. I felt it difficult to
the
live
lecturer would say,
because they said, call me, Edward. Why are you calling me Doc? And anytime I want, I'll say Doc.
They'll say Ben Knight.
I found it very.
So we have to appreciate the cultures, okay? So that's the Western style. In Africa and also in the Eastern, many of the countries in the East, they appreciate and they actually prefer to be addressed with their honorifics.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Avle.
Professor.
And you see, and granted that she was in a certain university, which, whatever they were teaching, I don't think that, we must take out the cultural context. It's very important. I saw.
Imagine me since I'm going to call him Sam.
Exactly.
Like me, even me. Think me, a journalist of my age. When I meet Sam John, I can't just call him Sam. Then imagine somebody who's like 18 years old from a university, see him and call him.
Granted that
there are arguments for it.
If I may, granted that it will depend on the relationship, such that if Bernard had that kind of familiar relationship with Mr. Sam Jonah, then he will be able to call him Sam. But even the setting, the space,
even me, I can't call him that.
It would depend on that space. If it's a private space, yes. But if he were sitting on a platform and interviewing the man or even engaging the man, you don't expect him to be casual in that sense. I think it's much ado about nothing. I had the opportunity to interview Mr. Lumelu in 2017. He's a fantastic gentleman. In my interaction with him, I was respectful. I had an unplanned interview with him. I walked up to him and said, "Sir, I would like to interview you." And he said, "Okay, let's meet at business school. Find me again, and I'll grant you that interview." And I delivered it. So I think that we also have to appreciate who the person is. There was a greater expectation on the lady because of her cultural background as well. So in as much as you're in a different university or you're in a different country and there's a certain culture at play, the expectation is that when you meet a fellow from your country, you show that respect, and that is Africa. We respect the elderly.
The interesting angle though is that sometimes we are training our elite differently than we train the rest of the population, because we train some of our young people in Western style. Right? So like a lot of the private schools now, they don't even do Ghanaian culture, Ghanaian history. So that's part of it. So our elite are being trained to compete in Wall Street, and therefore they are being given the westernized thing. But you see, that's where we miss it from what the Chinese do. The Chinese still respect and do a lot of their traditions. So balancing what it means to be a Ghanaian. You get it? So for me, you should be able to call him, say, when you're in London. But Charlie, when I meet an African man, Olubeno has achieved so much. Why should I call him Tony? I mean, it's I know his name, but that's not the title. Charlie, that one. If your son,
I'm very traditional.
You train him that you should call him sir.
No, I'm very, very traditional, and I would insist on things like that. In fact, that's why you will not find me walk up to Sam, even though Samens's name. It's Samens.
You have to.
I won't say Papa Sam. That's how I call him.
You can't just call
when
him.
You approach him, I take off my hat.
Correct.
That's how I'm raised.
He's the boss.
You can't wear your hat
and then go and see him and say,
you understand?
Is it Sama?
But people don't understand those things.
No.
In this day and age,
people say that you are building for the global community. So you want to remove some of these barriers.
Sky, you must go with your Sky. You cannot be respected globally if you disrespect your culture.
You remember this case?
Sky. You know UN. Globalization does not mean that you go and just do what the Westerners do.
Exactly.
Globalization means that our differences are all accommodated.
Thank you.
You see,
so Arabs, Sky, when you go to Saudi Arabia today, there are so many things you can't do. You have to respect that.
That's right.
So we have to train our people in a way that they will say that, okay, these are the Africans. It's not everything African that is negative. So I understand what you're saying, that we want our kids to be competitive. But they must also know that when an African meets another African who's an adult, there's a certain way he greets him. That is beautiful because that's how we've been brought up. So for me, maybe he was harsh, but it's a good lesson for all of us. And I feel like social media gives people a chance to always say, you see, I say in this
too much. Thank you.
I say in this somebody, do you know how many businesses Tony Elu has created? Do you know how many people he has employed? Do you know his schedule?
How many startups he's funded?
Do you know the privilege of even sitting in, for him to even come to your school graduation? He may not even get a chance to go. So you don't see him at the public platform and take a mic and say, Tony, you can't do that. Let's not encourage that.
You see, that's smart. That's marks. No, just because I want to piggyback. It's marks of entitlement. That is not the African training. That is not our tradition. You see, we hold on to these things to preserve some of our values, like respect.
Yeah, that's true. But quickly though, recently there was a case in the UK where someone sued a Ghanaian for referencing, this sister business. When you want to call your sister Akuvi, Bernard, Afu Bernard. That's how we are raised. If you call somebody without, the person is older than you, and you are calling the person without Afu or sister or a T, you became. So this person went to the UK with that kind of culture, and then in the work environment, he kept calling someone, auntie, sister. The person sued the person, and it became a court matter.
No, but you've addressed it. You said a balance. You have to appreciate.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. You want to create a new topic for the day? Create it.
Okay, so let's move on to Andre Ayew and Otto Addo, who are trending because Andre Ayew was speaking on the OB podcast, and he says that Otto Addo should have been sacked way earlier than he was. He said the moment Ghana failed to qualify for the AFCON, that's when Otto Addo should have been fired. And people are saying that, well, he who is the appearance leader in terms of the national team should have been let go from the team earlier than he was eventually by Otto Addo. And people are saying that he's a little bitter because he was taken out of the team by Otto Addo, which is why he's speaking, and others are saying that he's good. That's good. Let's move on from that. There was a lot of Premier League action. Manchester United, they lost over the weekend, as did Tottenham Hotspurs. Liverpool, they drew with Newcastle United in a very emotional game. Kevin Keegan was remembered as well. Chelsea are playing today against Fulham in the evening kickoff. Manchester City and Arsenal both won on the weekend. To some tech news, and over the weekend we had the second edition of the World Humanoid Games, where humanoid robots were engaged in a number of sporting activities, including a 100-meter race where we saw one of the robots beat Usain Bolt's record. Yeah, the robots ran the 100 meters in 9.39 seconds, beating Usain Bolt's record, which was 9.58 seconds. There were a number of other records. The 400 meter record, which was broken by humanoid, the standing jump record, which was also broken by the humanoid robot. So a lot of things going on.
You're always bringing controversies to us.
Did you watch the video where one of them ran into the wall, foam wall they erect to stop them from at the end of the race? Yeah, one of them hit the thing, came back and broke it. Was bending and all of that.
We are not in danger completely yet.
Thank you very much, Irene.
If I become a millionaire, I will put a huge billboard right next to my ex's house saying, "Look at me now, I hate it."
As for me, I'm quitting my job in staff. Mr. Hate.
Telecel is making millionaires this season. Not one, not two,
but 3 millionaires.
Each month, one lucky Telecel customer wins 1 million Ghana cedis for the next 3 months in the Telecel Mahetse promo. Plus, you still get to win 20,000 Ghana cedis weekly, 100 Ghana cedis daily, bundle 10 Ghana cedis, airtime or data, or top up your Telecel cash wallet or your fixed broadband to stand a chance of winning. Visit the Telecel Play app or dial *500# to opt in for free into the Telecel Mahetse promo.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Stand big man, experience more.
Doing business, making payments, supporting loved ones in China should bring peace of mind. Not waiting. Waiting for your supplier to confirm payment. Waiting for school fees to arrive. Waiting. Introducing SIPS by Stanbic in partnership with ICBC, a faster, simpler way to send and receive money directly between Ghana and China. Pay in Ghana cedis while your recipient receives Chinese yuan and vice versa. With SIPS by Stanbic, you enjoy faster payment confirmation and greater certainty every step of the way. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh/SIPS for more. Stanbic Bank. We are your bank. Connected to China. Stanbic Bank. Driving Ghana's growth.
Are you building your dream home, managing a construction project, running an electrical shop, or looking for a reliable electrical solutions for your business? Look no further than PPA Electricals. As an ISO 9001 and ISO 45001 certified company, we are committed to providing safe, reliable, and genuine electrical products that deliver efficiency. Our products are sourced directly from manufacturers, ensuring that every product you purchase is original, competitively priced, and dependable. From distribution boards, circuit breakers, contactors, changeovers, automatic voltage regulators, cables, drives, UPS systems, solar inverters, motion sensors, smart home components, and much more. PPA Electricals has the right solution for all your electrical needs. We have certified engineers ready on call. From install to support, we cover it all. Shop more, save more. Deals nationwide. Walk into any PPA brand or call us on 050-349-8181. PPA Electricals leads the way.
Cover everything will cover. You and all you love. You and all you love. Cover. Everything will cover. You and all you love. Cover. You and everything you love. Holla cover you. Holla insurance covers your home, car, business and assets. You and everything you love. Holla life covers you and everyone you love. Holla covers you.
Hollad, we cover you.
Live your dream now at Eden Heights. Move into our beautifully finished and ready to move in 3 and 4 bedroom apartment or penthouses thoughtfully designed for modern living today. Enjoy the serenity of a secure gated community with a fully equipped sports complex, landscape surroundings, ample parking, 24-hour security, reliable backup utilities, and convenient access to shopping, entertainment, and everyday essentials. With up to 3 years interest-free payment plans and mortgage financing options available, owning your dream home has never been easier. And here's the good news. Pay 50% or more and move in today. Book a viewing now on 0501-531-444 or 445 and on our website at www.edenheights.com.gh. Eden Heights, the heights of modern living.
Abakade, Cowbank just credited my account with 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Wait, how?
You know the Cowbank Abakade promo? I deposited 500 Ghana cedis and they picked me as the winner this month.
Just like that?
Just like that. And the big one for the grand finale, one person stands a chance of winning 100,000 Ghana cedis.
I need to move money into my Cowbank account right now.
Cowbank Abakade promo, fully active. Deposit 500 Ghana cedis or more into your Cowbank account and stand a chance of winning 5,000 Ghana cedis every month or 100,000 Ghana cedis in the grand draw. The more you deposit, the better your chances of winning. Promo runs from 1st August to 31st October. Cowbank, forward together. Terms and conditions apply. This campaign is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Cowbank, forward together.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
$8.27 on the City Breakfast Show. Give your business the competitive edge it deserves at Dawa Industrial Zone, a world-class industrial park spread across over 2,000 acres of prime industrial land. With modern infrastructure, strategic connectivity, and a thriving ecosystem of manufacturers, heavy industries, automotive industries, textile production, and more, Dawa is the ideal destination for growth and expansion. Call us on 055-204-0000 or visit dizghana.com. If you do business with China, you know that making payments cannot always be straightforward. For importers, every delay can hold up shipment and slow down sales. So, Stanbic Bank, in partnership with Industrial Commercial Bank of China, has introduced SIPS, a faster, secure, and cheaper way to make payments to China. With SIPS, you can pay in Ghana cedis while the recipient collects in Chinese yuan directly. Trade with China, pay faster. Visit the nearest Stanbic Bank today. Call 0302-815-789. Get a Techno Camon Slim. This isn't just a phone, it's a style statement. Ultra sleek 6.4mm curved design that feels absolutely premium in your hand. It features an interactive mood light around the camera. It's fully loaded with advanced AI tech, bringing you mind-blowing tools like AI image to video generator, noise cancellation, and your own AI health coach. Indeed, I need to say, this phone is now like a journalist toolkit. We use it and it works very well.
Beautiful.
So if you want to upgrade, head to any Techno exclusive store nationwide and grab your Techno Camon Slim today. The Car Bank Abakade promo gives you the chance to win up to 5,000 cedis a month or 100,000 cedis at the grand draw by depositing 500 cedis or more from August 1 to 31st October. 5 winners will receive 5,000 cedis cash and every month, and one active customer will win 100,000 cedis in cash in the grand draw. Deposit 500 cedis or more and stay fully active in the Abakade promo. Use the Cal Bank app or the USSD. Use or mobile money to deposit money or visit any Cal agent. Cal Bank, forward together. One for you, one for me. It's feeding time. Your Vita Infant cereal with milk is making feeding time easy. We enrich with 16 essential vitamins and minerals. These 3 exciting variants, we have wheat, we have rice, and maize at the amazing price of 550 pesos. Your Vita is good nutrition for a strong start. Admission to Valley View University is officially open. We go beyond academics to shape character and empower you for the 21st century. Programs include business admin, nursing, midwifery, mental health nursing, computer science, business information systems and IT, biomedical engineering, and more. Call us on 0307-010-260. We are at Oyebi in Accra, we are in Kumasi, we are in Techiman. Go to admissions.vvu.edu.gh for more information. Alright, imagine sourcing directly from the heart of manufacturing and trade. Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited, CBG, is thrilled to announce the 3rd international trade trip to China. Yeah, an exclusive trip designed just for you. They are going to Guangzhou and Yiwu. Is that how it's pronounced? Yiwu. From October 4 to 20, you get a chance to explore the Chinese market, network with suppliers, discover innovative products, elevate your business. Kakra, Yanko China. They will even be oriented to the Chinese market. Factories, market visit. Don't miss out. Call 055-6799-127. You can call Solomon on that number. I'll call Rosemary 0243-803-596. Go with the Kura to China. Go and explore the Chinese market.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you are laughing. I was watching EPL and I saw Bournemouth, the coach Jesse, and they wrote on the car I drive, the Cherry, no? The Cherry day the man in Chichi top. The Cherry is the shirt sponsor for the Bournemouth. And I said, Charlie, right now, Chinese have taken over. Charlie, they are sponsoring EPL team. They say Ghana too wants to sponsor some EPL team. Yeah, they say Ghana. Visit Ghana wants to sponsor an EPL team's jersey for either this season or next season. It's been discussed. So,
Really?
Yes, like the visit to Rwanda. No, it's good. I think I like it.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not
I'm very sure.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not that
I'm not so sure we are ready yet. I'm not so.
Okay.
I am not so sure.
Okay.
Rwanda did about 5 years of preparation before entering
launched
into
it,
that space. You go and bring people here when your frontline officers are still taking bribe from visitors. When your gutters are still not clean.
No.
It's okay if we look at the global promotional platforms, but let's do the inside work.
Yeah, man.
So that you can generate repeat visitors when they show up.
I have a scripture for you. Prepare your outside work, make it fit for yourself in the field, and then build your house. So you don't start. No, sometimes you'll be big man. So basically, sort out the system before you go and advertise.
Yeah,
because that's a lot of money.
The point that he's making.
Charlie.
So recently, I've been talking to a couple of experts who moved here.
Yeah.
Who seem to think that quite a few of them are moving back.
Oh.
Going back to where they came from.
Maba.
But their visa expired.
No, their visa hasn't expired. But the system is taking a toll.
The system will be small.
You see, and what they are saying is you didn't explain these things to us.
No, that's the fine print.
When you told us to come, this part you didn't explain to us. So they haven't got
like
they caught up.
If you want,
like yeah.
You know what is interesting?
So there's a big conversation.
That's a very interesting point because you see, for the elite, a lot of what ordinary Ghanaians face, they don't face. So when you go and bring an expert and the protections are away, they realize that being in Ghana can be very tough.
It do, yes.
So like if somebody holds your hand, maybe you are looking for a document, it's easy. But if you come as an ordinary Joe who doesn't know anybody, you will really, really struggle. So I think I get the point. But me, I think I want to see Ghana on the jersey.
No, we all want to.
Yeah.
But you see, it shouldn't be an isolated activity. That's all we're saying. That while you look at promoting Ghana at that level, let's look at the low-hanging fruits. What else? What advantages would that give us? If they come and live here, they don't know where to throw their baller. They wake up in the morning, somebody has come to build in front of their house because he claims that the land is for him. I mean, this chaotic structure that we have.
We'll send them to the voter side.
Bernard, you remember one of I think 2 or so years ago, we were discussing something in Accra, and then some sub-chief in the voter region threw a warning that we shouldn't bring that nonsense.
I was saying that people should come from abroad and come and live.
Don't come there.
We shouldn't bring that nonsense to the voter region. Yeah, if you spoil your place with it, don't bring the thing. Look, we drive through the voter region all the time. The place, it's like it's not Ghana as far as environmental cleanliness is concerned. They are clean as if they do inspection every morning. You remember secondary school inspection? That's voter region. So you see, I'm bringing all these things because at times it's draining to be singing the same songs all the time, boring songs, and dancing to our own boring songs.
That's why we organize events too.
Well,
if we don't do that, we'll get tired. So that's why I brought you here. So I didn't brought you here to come and answer.
To add to the woes.
I didn't brought you here to come so I brought you here to come and talk about things that will make us happy. Because I wanted to see Ghana jersey, but Charlie, the way you finish the matter, if I want to look for someone else, Charlie.
The way when I said I didn't brought you here, it reminds me of a politician who said, I was touching that.
Hey! You know, Baskai, I think we should get to a point where if somebody man shot, we shouldn't laugh at them.
It's not their mother.
It's difficult.
Yes, because it's part of anti-blackness.
So you see,
let us bash what you bring.
So those days there was something I was looking at before I became committed. So I called the flower the party one early morning to find out. He said, "Oh, I just woke up."
The person just woke up.
That was the end of the past tense.
Disqualifying the person.
Elimination by rough.
Maybe past tense.
That's the end of the conversation.
Hello, J. Wolf today. Oh Lord.
There is you're a very wicked man. So then they say, okay.
They say, imagine you bring something like that.
I'll call you back.
Wait, Charlie, you can't deal with better than Akoto. Charlie, as you live finish, Charlie, you die.
No. But me, I would have called you aside. Like, I will call you aside and say, Charlie, you're a parliamentary correspondent. You have to consider some things. So I brought him.
Please, I'll go back and see.
You know, this brothel thing is a problem. You know, it's not easy. I was talking to somebody, and the person didn't know that Burma camp meant returnees from Burma. Thought it was something like Burma camp or something. If you live long enough, you see things in this world. Though. Say me, you don't know. Say Burma camp. Maybe say I said the Burma. You know, some of the veterans they go Burma, so they won't remember. Say so you not make the connection. They think of other things. So Charlie, you see, everybody and their problem. Oh
yeah.
So you shouldn't laugh at people. And maybe they didn't sleep on a good mattress, so you should get latex foam. Right? For 60 years, latex foam has been Ghana's trusted mattress brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort for homes across the country. Visit any latex foam showroom nationwide or call 0302231155. Latex foam, your partner for life. Now, 7-Eleven baseline bolts and nuts are premium bolts, nuts, washers, anchor bolts, stud bolts, U-bolts, and all available. And they are for different things. We provide advanced coating, surface treatment solutions, and other stuff. So whether you're in construction, mining, manufacturing, or oil and gas, you can count on faster delivery, shorter lead times, and dependable supply of high quality bolts and nuts. Call 055-712-6501. 7-Eleven baseline bolts and nuts, made in Ghana, made faster, made stronger. All right, let's talk about Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British campus in Sub-Saharan Africa offering students in the same prestigious Lancaster education here in Africa. With 90% graduation employment rate within 6 months of graduation, your award gets a head start in today's competitive global market. Students can choose from business, law, computer science, economics, marketing, international relations, and more. Call 0209-607-008. Lancaster University, Ghana, a global degree at your doorstep. And sending money to business partners or relatives in Africa is now very easy with Zenith Bank. Dial star 966#. Select Zenith Cash, choose cross-border transfers, and simply follow the prompts. You can also enjoy the convenience of Zenith Internet Banking or visit any Zenith branch nationwide. Start your cross-border PAPS transfers today with Zenith Bank and experience true convenience. And Left Signature is helping you with some fantastic electrical engineering services, cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrids, with fantastic ERP systems, AI-powered solutions designed to boost productivity and drive growth. Call us on 025-611-1811 or visit leftsignature.com for more information. Don't forget, the Ghana Exim Bank and North Shore proudly present the official opening of phase 1 of the North Shore Apparel Hub, which is happening on Friday, 28th August at Tamale. President Mahama is the guest of honor, together with the Minister for Trade and Sylvester Mensah, who are Exim Bank and financing this fantastic project. It's at 12 noon at North Shore Apparel Hub, Savelugu, near Tamales Airport. Heritage Christian University is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, with value-driven education preparing you for the world of work. Our students are challenged to turn ideas into businesses that feed families and employ communities. Reach us on 054-7777-731 or go to hcu.edu.gh for more information. And with Societe Generale Ghana's factoring and invoice discounting solutions, you get up to 80% of your invoice value upfront, while we follow up with your clients for payments on your behalf. This means better cash flow and less time chasing payments. Let's keep your business moving. Visit any SG Ghana branch or call 0302-214-314. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. So I have in studio the MD of the company to talk to me about this week. And This is Ghana is one of our flagships.
it's one of our relatively newer campaigns if we compare them to things like Business Olympics, but it's become very, very, very popular because it's become a rallying point for hundreds of businesses. We are doing it this weekend. Is it Friday or Saturday or Sunday? Which of the 2 days?
It's Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. So that is 30th, 29th and 30th of August. It's happening at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. Wonderful. So what is it? What is it?
So Bernard, we this country and the makeup of the business terrain, you have almost 1.7 million MSMEs in Ghana.
Okay.
Almost 1.7 million. So you are talking about micro enterprises, small enterprises, medium enterprises. So micro, those that employ between say 1 and 5 persons. Small, those that employ between 1 and up to 30, 40. And then you have the medium who do between 100, 150, And so, between, when you put all of them together, it is estimated that they account for about 70% of our GDP. And it also offers opportunities to between 85 and 90% of our employment space. So it actually brings out the importance of this sector. You have an economy that has less than 10% of the participants in the very formal employment. And the rest are informal. And the informal has a lot more of these MSMEs. So what we have done in recent past is to create this platform where we remind people about the opportunities in this space, and then also help promote those the current players in the industry, and then also bring the attention of policymakers to the help that is required to, if you like, push them to the next level, especially when it comes to export and such opportunities.
Wonderful.
So this is why we do This is Ghana, showcasing the Ghana potential through MSMEs.
What are the general sectors that we usually look at in terms of companies who come?
Okay, so we'll look at the general makeup of the MSME space. If you look at manufacturing, then you are looking at food processing, agro processing, furniture, textiles, garments, cosmetics. We also now have construction materials, packaging materials, metal fabrication, plastics, pharmaceuticals, machinery and equipment, and more importantly, handicrafts. So, but you also come to the trade space where you have wholesalers, retailers, those in the distribution space, now e-commerce, import, export, consumer goods, and all the things that you can talk about, food, beverages, we talk about light engineering is also happening. Now, we also look at the hospitality space. Okay. We are trying to ramp up our tourism.
Charlie?
You can't push tourism with a weak hospitality base. So you have hotels, you have restaurants, you have catering businesses, you have travel companies, you have tourism or tourism operators, and then one thing that we don't talk about is the transportation and logistics, where transport services, courier businesses, warehousing, delivery, haulage, and all these things. And the new kid on the block, digital businesses.
There's a new kid on the block.
Yes. Yes, digital businesses. Those in the space of software manufacturing, e-commerce, digital marketing, content creation, fintech, online retail, and supporting technology services.
They are all coming.
I'm defining the space of players who should be able to come.
Who are eligible to come.
Yes, and then we also normally will leave out professional services.
Okay.
You know, you're an accounting professional or accounting service provider, law, consulting, engineering, architecture, recruitment services, training, communications. You know, this platform is not just what we used to know as trade fair. Come and buy and sell cheap products and go. No. We are showcasing any and everything Ghana that we can, if you like, scale up for the export market.
Wonderful.
So this is the invitation to any company that finds themselves in this space.
So we've been talking about this for a while. I know a number of companies have already registered, but they need to do a few things to secure their space, right?
Yep.
I hope they are aware. How does it work? You register so that you know you are coming, and you make a payment.
You have to pay to secure your spot.
Wonderful.
You have to pay.
How much do you have space for? Up to 200? How many business are we looking at?
Well, the space can take up to 150 companies because they use canopies and, so 150. And as we speak now, we have over 200 companies that have called in to register. So you only get to participate when you pay.
Good. So the people who are coming are they coming to exhibit or sell or both?
Both. They exhibit, they sell, they also create B2B businesses, secure new partnerships, get new contacts, get new customers, and things like that.
Do you want to mention some of the companies you should expect to see there?
Well, Bernard, it's a long list.
Okay, just do 10 today, tomorrow do another.
So we have Air Naturals Limited. We know them.
They do natural hair products.
We have Fine Pack Industries Limited.
The pack is PAK.
PACK, Fine Pack. We have Aladdin Bakery. You have Bubu Ghana.
They do Bubu.
Pinnacle Cocoa Limited.
Merci.
You have Jenny Marketplace Limited, Spring Agro Industries, Aquaba Fine Foods, Delcy Beauty, Okunkom Biodigital Investment. We have Central University also coming. We have Negus Inc. We have FT Foods. We have Total Family Health Organization.
Okay.
We have Unique Aromas Ghana Limited.
Sounds like food.
No, Unique Aromas. They provide aromas for everything.
Scents for your house.
Yeah. No. For the baking industry.
Okay.
For those who are into perfumery and so they provide a base for a lot of these things. Garden cuisine. You have Auto Cleaner House. Yes. Yeah. Plenty. And I even see Pambros Salt Industries.
Amazing.
Yeah. Flexi Foods. You have plenty.
So this event,
and then we have our CSR.
Beyond the companies, would anything happen there? What's happening around? Or we are just coming to look at the would there be some food to eat?
Oh, we have a food court. No, there's not normally a food court. It's a 2-day whole 2 days event, morning to evening. So there's a food court, drinks court, everything there. But the experiences would move from industry sector to sector, manufacturing, of different types, agro-processing, foods, as I said, education. Central University is there, the hotels and restaurants are there, and things like that.
Wonderful. So it's from morning. What time to what time?
It starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yes.
And it's until
5 p.m. It's the second day that normally ends later. Yes.
The second days we can go free.
That's correct. So you can call if you have not registered already. 0205.
That's for companies.
Yes, companies. 0205 973 973.
All right.
Or 0558 973 973. And those of you who have registered but have not paid, this is the time for you to secure your participation. But for the listeners who want to come and experience, you can come for free. You don't have to pay anything to enter. So if anybody calls you to pay something, please, he's a devil.
All right.
Just
So, as he said, we have a number of categories: agribusinesses, quite a lot, arts and crafts, books and education, cosmetics, fashion, businesses, technology, manufacturing and packaging, government, NGOs, production, etc. All of them are coming for This is Ghana this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. We'll have entertainment. We have all the kebabs and the things there. But the more important one is showcasing the Ghana business.
Now, I wanted to take the two of you, your take on something. Tony Elumelu, so Akoto and Cement.
Yeah, mister.
So, because for me, it sounds like a normal social media discussion. But for me, I always look at the deeper side. Because people are saying, when the Mr. Olumelu went to a Western context, a student referenced him by his first name and he did not protest. Right? And then in an African Nigerian context, he took issue with a girl calling him Tony. Kakra and myself believe that we need to train our people to appreciate certain aspects of our culture. So, in Africa, you don't see somebody of a certain stature and call them by their first name. It doesn't show respect. But then there are also some people think that we are also a honorifics obsessed society.
Yes.
Where maybe as an MC of a program, I accidentally call somebody Dr. Mensah. I say, hey, please, I'm a professor. I end it. Don't call me doctor. As if I chose to insult him. So I think my question to you is, how do we strike the balance between respecting people in society for their accomplishment and their rank, but also not building everything around titles?
Yes.
You get it? I'm sure there's a tension for me.
Yes.
So I want you, the two of you, to give me your perspectives on how we should proceed.
I'm very clear in my mind on this. Look, it's clearly about contextual intelligence. Okay. And when I say contextual intelligence, it's you, the individual, understanding the relationship that exists where you are and the personality involved. So I deal with this a lot in my professional engagements with certain persons. So I send an email. I am very formal from the onset until the person says, you can call me Jesse. You can call me Attah-Mensah. Until then, the conversation is very formal. Okay. So I stick with the honorifics until there's a break in that relationship that says you can do this.
So you don't assume familiarity.
Exactly. And even for me, when I work in the streets, people who know me approach me and say, I know you. And I tell them, you don't know me. As soon as you approach me and say, I know you, I will tell you, you don't know me. No. Yes, I'm in Pentokwa. I say, you've seen me, but you don't know me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we start the relationship from that perspective.
Formal first.
No, not formal, but from the context of we are now trying to establish. Because
so distance, respect.
Boundaries, you don't just break boundaries simply because ABC.
Yeah. Because you see you smiling. So you are a nice guy.
So when I go to the University of Ghana to work, my engagements with scholars there normally starts from the formal. When I enter Duke University or I go to WITS and I have to do my work there, my engagement there is based on, oh, hi, Tony. Oh, hi, Michael.
It's been a long time. How are you?
It's been a long time. How, Alfred, how are you?
That's how they talk.
But if I enter the University of Ghana, my conversation is, oh,
Professor Babwati.
How is this?
You don't say Ba.
Because I have in my head a clear understanding of the context of where I live, the context of geography. Okay, so you, the individual, must train yourself. So in that meeting, that young lady was brought up in the UK. I've seen the video.
Oh, she was brought up in
Yes,
the UK.
she's
So like that,
she had attended school in the United Kingdom and was doing an internship.
Oh, you are now
there.
giving me the context.
You understand? So perhaps where she was coming from, her engagements with persons at that level would be, oh, hi, Tony. Oh, hi, Michael. What she should have done perhaps was recognize that she had left that geographical context.
It's not a Western person, it's an African.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But which is why I'm saying that when he goes to give his speeches at Harvard and Wharton and other
So let me
places,
ask you, if he was doing this at Oxford and she's the same person and Mr. Olumelu is in Oxford and she's a Nigerian, would she be fine to say Tony in Oxford?
because even in introducing himself, he would and if you've listened to him, he would say, "Hi, my name is Tony Olumelu."
In Oxford.
In those arenas.
Okay. But in Nigeria, I have to add son.
I don't not add those, but maybe he prefers within that context
to be known as
Mr. Elumelu. Mr. Elumelu, which is why I'm saying there are certain persons I would prefer to call me Godfred.
Okay.
There are some people who call me Akoto. Depending on how I know you, I will correct you.
So I like how you've dealt with it from the student's perspective. Now you deal with it from because you are a big man yourself. So he's dealt with it from the student's perspective. So I want you to deal with it from a big man perspective.
You make a shy self. You are mentioning Tony Elumelu and you are referring to me as big man.
In our space. So
don't bring me untold hardships.
So what I want you to do is to address it from them. So what could be going on in his mind for him to say that? It's like, how dare you call me Tony? This guy, like, that's what he said. Like, you can't do that here. No, I won't accept that from you. So he put her in her right place as a big man from Nigeria.
Well, I think that it's his right to communicate how he prefers to be referred to
in that environment.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to call me Samens. I want you to call me Mr. Attah-Mensah. Fair enough. The only thing is that normally there are cultural nuances that would call for some of these kinds of communication. Now, Akoto just makes mention of how he would respond or how he would refer to. Don't forget, this is a well brought up Equiapim person within our context. And what are they known for? Respect. You understand? If I throw it to another side,
Charlie, everything goes.
I don't want to mention any ethnic group, but Charlie, before they start, they warn you. Yes, so I just think that the man could have handled it better dealing with the lady, because I watched the video several times and I thought it was just a bit condescending on the lady. Oh, hey, you are also calling me Tony, like the white people do.
Something like that.
At least we are in Nigeria, so you can call me Mr. And then we move on.
To diffuse the situation.
The approach of who dare you? How dare you call me Tony? For me, that one is a no-no. And people won't say it because he's a big man. People won't say it. But the point is that he indeed could have done it better. Because, look, maybe for all you know, the lady is not even used to this kind of crowd engagement. Okay, so she musters her courage to refer to you the way, quote and unquote, she knows how to do. Fine. It may not be appropriately placed within the cultural context. So you also find a better way to address the issue so you don't embarrass the girl. I mean, that's my take on this.
No, I think it's really interesting because now that you've mentioned that she's a Nigerian brought up in the UK, it sort of takes my mind somewhere else, because the other challenge I have is that a lot of our elite now, our kids are being sent to private schools. And a lot of them, they are not even being taught Ghanaian curriculum. All right, so they are doing Cambridge or Pearson or German or whatever. Now, my worry is that if our elite kids are trained in an European or American way, that has implications for the kind of society we are going to build, because their equivalent from India or Korea or China or Japan, even if they go to Harvard or they go to Oxford, there's a certain grounding in the philosophy of where they are coming from?
Because they have stronger traditions.
But why can't we do that too here?
Because we don't have a homogeneous approach to culture and traditions in this country. Ethnic groups have different ways of doing things. You understand? And Bernard, it's okay if you don't want to be. Look, we are not in the military. In the military, reference to your rank means something.
Okay.
Because that's the structure. You can't meet a colonel and refer
Call him,
to him
yes,
and
that's,
call
that's,
him
that's,
by-
that's bad.
because that's how the military is structured.
And it's his life that he has
Exactly.
in that
and you earn the rank.
Okay.
You understand? I don't know whether you earn a mister or whether being called a mister or not takes anything away from you as a businessman. Maybe I'm naive, but
let me push it. What about the Ghanaian? You see, so when you say, I agree with you when you say we have different cultures, but there's a certain way Africans generally behave, where defer to authority. If you see an older person, you get up for him to sit down. When I'm in school, so when I say hello, I call my child, he can't say yeah, you say yes, dad. You can't say yeah. Now, that's not because when he says yeah, it reduces me, but I'm trying to teach him that you have to respect the person you are talking to in a way that shows that he's higher than you.
It's okay to teach him.
Wait, hold on. So what I'm saying is that if we say we want to develop, we cannot keep making the excuse that because we have different cultures, Africans should not be brought up in a way that reflects who they are, which what the Japanese and the Chinese have done to their kids. And we, our elite, so because the girl is a Nigerian girl, she's trained in London. So she's like a British mindset Nigerian citizen. And we have a lot of Ghanaians too like that. Shouldn't we say no? Whoever you are as an elite, you still have to have some Africanness.
But that's true. In fact, it is her Africanness that makes her interested in asking questions. She could have decided, I can't be bothered. I'm British, so what do I care about a Nigerian businessman? What I'm saying is that we should also find ways of teaching them how we want it done. Not a condescending approach to embarrassing them publicly.
No, I've moved on from Tony Olimelu. Now I'm talking about the general. What I'm now saying is that I'm saying that now a lot of our young people who go to private schools, they don't even have any African context in their curriculum.
Because the media is overwhelmingly favorable to the Western cultures.
Now,
I'm not talking about what we are doing. Media generally, film, television, Western platforms for social media, they are more favorable.
But hold on.
So the pictures they see every day, repeatedly, is how they
stay with me. So the schools who are set up, private schools who are training Ghana's elite, I think they have a responsibility beyond what the media is depicting to train globally relevant but locally grounded students.
True.
So they cannot use media and digital influence as an excuse.
But they are not using.
Hold on. So even if you are going to take a Cambridge course, what I'm trying to say is that they must have the vision to say that there must be a certain Ghanaian or African component in your training, so that if you end up at Oxford or MIT or Harvard or wherever, you don't forget who you are. That one, they can't blame them. It's a vision issue. Because if you set up a school to train Africans, you must make sure that they come out as global Africans.
Bernard, you are so right. And I can tell you that a lot of the schools that you're talking about actually are thinking the way you're thinking. But there's an overwhelming influence of media that we tend to overlook in this country especially. And this is the reason in certain countries, if you are a foreigner, you cannot even own media. You cannot play by your own rules from your country of origin, because what you do is that you distort the structure of their culture and tradition. As for Ghana, it's free for all. So while the schools try to do their best, when children are not in school, they consume any and everything. And that's why your children, at times when you are chatting with them, their references are not necessarily from school. They are from what they consume from Twitter, from TikTok, from YouTube and stuff like that. I see my nephews and nieces anytime I visit them. When you go, they are behind the television watching things from America, from Australia, watching car shows, watching so and so.
We are now downloading this one, Netflix. For
You understand?
watch series.
In other parts of the world, look, next door Nigeria. You can't go and you can't go and own media there. And if you are a big media house, you are coming to Nigeria, it has to be led by a Nigerian. Case closed.
So I like the way you are using the media media as a very general. So it's social, digital, all types of media.
Yes.
But I still say that whilst the media as a gatekeeper for training our kids is important, the education institution should also realize that their role in shaping is probably even more serious, because I have a structured system of at least 8 months of a child in a school environment, interacting with a certain curriculum. All the books are from Europe. All the references are from Europe. Now, my theory is that if you train your leaders like that, you shouldn't be surprised when they become corrupt, they go and invest the money abroad, because they don't see where they are coming from as a place worth respecting or investing in. So it's much deeper. I am saying that, and I'm not saying this should be done by law. It should be something people should realize, that if you are going to train a leader in an African context, the content of his education is as important as the context. And the content should include his history, his understanding of why. Because, for example, why is it that when people go to war, they go and bomb people's libraries? They want to distort your history. Okay, so what I'm saying is that the warfare we are in as Africans includes the mindset of our kids. And I'm saying to you that even right now, some of the stuff that are being consumed, not even by kids alone, our aunties and uncles in the villages, some of the stuff they are watching on digital media is very distorted. You will see like a deliberate attempt to portray a certain country in a certain way, for them to believe that everything happening there is okay and everything happening here is wrong. Okay, now that is a battle for them, because once your citizens begin to think in a certain way. So for me, if our young people lose everything that it means to be an African in the name of we are training global citizens, I think we will suffer, because the global arrangement still puts Africa as the hewer of water and drawers of water and hewers of wood. So basically, the global system sees Africa as a place to be exploited, not as a place to be developed. And if your elite are trained in that same mindset without them saying that, because the Chinese, the Japanese, the Asians, my roommate for Warwick was a Chinese guy. Okay. But he went back to China. And if he goes back to China, I can tell you that he's not going to behave like a British. Even while we were in the UK, he was behaving like a Chinese man. Because in his mind, he's going back to headquarters eventually. So I think that this development battle should not just be limited to what is visible, because these are subtle. Yes. And that's why I said allow me to buy in peace, because sometimes even the accent I speak English with can be used to assume my intelligence. Okay, so can Imblofo be smooth? It's like if last time people go to UK for 1 year and they start slanging or whatever they call it, because they think that that's what will make people accept them.
But that's
it's the same thing. It's part. No. I wanted to hear a comment.
I'm coming. Just sorry, not to cut you. I'm just saying that other countries have figured out the if you like, quote and unquote, the diabolic use of media to upset other nations, and if you like, to colonize other people. So they are very protective of their media. Okay, look, a few years ago when I used to teach, I was teaching management information systems, one of the classes, and there was an issue of information categorization that I was teaching. I put a question to the class, and a lady stood up and tried to answer the question. And then in the process, she says, yes, sir, because last night, even during when I was watching Esmeralda, I said, what? He said, yes, Esmeralda. I said, who is that? So I'm just saying that somebody tries to craft a soap opera which is underpinned by their own culture and their own ways of doing things. they ship it out to your country, and you consume it 100% without any fetters. And it starts influencing the way you relate, the way you talk. A lot of Ghanaians today, when you are even having a normal conversation with them in Pidgin, they make references which they draw from Nigerian movies because they consume Nigerian movies wholeheartedly. No barriers, nothing. So what I'm saying is that if you open up your media space without any fetters, you get this kind of influence. You can teach all you want. If you do not manage the media space, you are in trouble.
Kaka, I agree with him. I'm pushing the boundary to say we still also need to get education to play its role. That's what I'm saying. That the media is broad, we have a role to play, but I feel like those who train our elite, particularly private institutions, must make a deliberate effort to present education in a particular way. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you agree with me.
And I'll put what the both of you are saying together, because you are focusing more on the more structured and academic education.
Yeah.
Papa Sam is talking about education in the broad sense. The conscious mind will be educated through, the formal structures, going to school, going to the university, etc. But the unconscious or the subconscious mind will be trained by the kind of music we listen to, the kind of comedy we watch, which is the point that Papa Sam is making. And I think that both of you are not saying anything. Your points are not.
So they are more complementary.
They are complementary. They are complementary, and they have to be aligned. You said something. You said that Africa is at war, and Papa Sam said also spoke about
colonizing with media.
The colonization of media, of communication generally. The question is, what does Africa want to do? What does Ghana want to do? And you've touched on, both of you have touched on many of that. The answer for me, I'll frame it as heritage education. Okay, which will sit well with your argument, and perhaps heritage media
education,
and perhaps heritage media to sit with the position of Papa Sam. But whether it is the media or the structured academic education, it is influencing how people behave. It is influencing how people think. And post-colonial Ghana, we have not been able to intentionally insert or infuse our culture. And I'm using culture because it captures both of what you're saying, whether education or whether media. We've not been able to infuse our culture with the values from our cultural heritage. Okay? Why we greet the way we greet, why we the lyrics in our music, the drumming, the singing, okay, the stories that we tell, the food that we eat. And so what about all of these things? And that is what truly makes us African and Ghanaian. We cannot, some of them we cannot explain. Even the feeling of meeting somebody who looks just like you in a foreign country, okay?
Yeah.
Even how you acknowledge each other. These are all elements of Africanness. But if we do not intentionally infuse that, so over the years, so you talked about young people, but I think that even older people, okay, maybe perhaps millennials, over the years, the kind of heritage content we've had in our education, in our media, has not been deliberate. So it would then appear as some kind of tokenism. We're just putting go and study cultural studies, and it doesn't enter your spirit as an African. It doesn't speak to you as an African. So you're learning about maybe a group of people, their music, their dance, but it doesn't have the rigor that will let you approach everything in life, your work, your family, your interactions on the global stage with that kind of identity as I am a Ghanaian, I'm an African. And so when let's say I'm doing my business, we are in the business of radio, we are going to ensure that a certain component of the content we are churning out focuses on promoting and presenting Ghana and Africa in a way that makes us competitors at the global level, makes us respectable. Okay, the fantastic example you made was with the mispronunciation of English words. And this is a conversation I've had severally with Audrey, that why should we laugh when an English word is mispronounced? Because we are not English.
So like when Sky came first and was talking like the speaker, you know how former speaker Doaja used to speak English.
Exactly.
Then,
well, I've never had the same.
Do you want the president to die?
President, you see.
Well, I've never had this.
No, you speak like a BBC. You speak like a BBC reporter. So you deliberately sort of learned how to speak English.
Exactly.
So when you hear Sky speak English, you would not think he was a typical person who went to school all through in the Volta region. There's a certain way they sound. I think Sky sort of trained himself not to, because he was on air, so he had to speak in a very different accent.
You see, and so that leads me to my next point, that in doing this, we've been trained to speak the English language. But I think the time has come for us to be open to speaking the English language with the Avle accent, to do tree bluffo. We have to entertain and accept all of that. Because
I feel very, I think
no, you see, the danger in that is that... She's not talking
about correctness. She's talking about the freedom to sound different.
And here's my justification. The danger in that is that, you see, the danger in that, Sky, is that we now validate and create standards on the basis of Western ideals. Okay, the fact that somebody is speaking tree bluffo or is speaking English with a heavy accent does not take away from their intelligence.
Once they are communicating,
once what they are saying is sensible, is competent, it doesn't mean that they are intelligent. But we've reached the point where intelligence is equated with your fluency in English. It must be equated to the logic, the common sense in which you speak with, not the how.
So to wrap it up, I just wanted to put it for all of us. We need to think about what values are we passing on to the next generation as a society, because some societies see culture as destiny, and the values of hard work, thrift, respect, and care for each other are deeply ingrained in the subconscious of their citizens. So whether they are into rice farming, whether they are into car manufacturing, they play that out in their excellence, their resilience, and their their innovation. I think that Ghana needs to be very conscious of what values we pass on to the next generation, which is why the points I make is important. We shouldn't let this device become the new way of training our kids. And even if it's going to be, then let's curate it and put content on there that does not lose them. Okay, so we shouldn't be consumers of internet without contributors of what is on it. Right. So, for example, what we do here is content creation.
Yes.
Every morning, 3.5 hours we speak, we are giving context and we are providing content that people can interact with. It's a very important part of a nation's building.
If I may add, even the events that you do, they speak to heritage. And that is the heritage education I'm talking about. The conversations we have here, the outdoor events that we do, all are centered around our heritage.
So you see, development is tough. And I know you are struggling because you and I discuss what we want our kids to be. And we are very wary that we are losing them to Western. Yet we are also exposed to new things and we don't want them to miss out.
That's right.
So I feel like we have to really carefully think about balancing their development. And I'm not talking just about kids, a generation, SHS students. What values are we passing on to them? Okay. And we have to be deliberate in that sense. Otherwise, when we are old people, we will regret the kind of society we have built, where the elite have no interest in the country. And the middle level people too have not been exposed to cutting edge knowledge. So it's a very, very difficult situation we face, which I think we need to really confront. Sky, I'll end with you.
Yeah, quickly. Yes, I struggle with that.
as I always say, I'm a very traditional person. You see an older person, you want to talk to an older person, you put your hands at the back.
I know.
So you insist on that even in the home. The your child is coming towards you. You can't come and just stand there with the hands just like that. But you see, the conflict now is some people who think they know better than you, who maybe by reason of they being a member of the family, they will come and say, we do what have we gotten out of it? Let the kids, let the children be free. I mean, it is something that I detest because that is the beginning of the corruption of culture. But you also see the point that yes, let's insist on some of these, but what should we derive ultimately out of them? Because your kid should not come and stand in front of you with hands just like that. Your kid would have to, everything you say, yes, sir, or yes, daddy, or yes, papa, something like that. All of these things we were taught in a way as to insist on hierarchy. You are coming back from school, you are walking home, you see an older person, you pause, as ladies would do those days. They stand like this and they say, good afternoon. They courtesy, go down on their knees a little bit before they move on. The boys will come and say, yes, sir. They salute you in a way. All these things were taught, and those things are still with me. But the problem is that when you do those things these days, there are people who say they know better.
Even the school environment will make you feel odd.
Exactly.
Because everybody's using yeah. People are just doing anything.
You know, and you see, I saw that with some of the people who would come to your home from different homes.
Yeah.
So they don't raise their kids like that.
When they come
they have become the new.
You see that? Charlie. So we pay, we do this.
You see, so you see, it becomes an issue. Then when they go back, then when you go to this person's house, this is how they like it's a regiment or it's a what do you call a brigade B.
Yeah,
but that is the proper thing.
Not easy.
You know, so that's why I'm saying that.
How do we resolve this?
You see, that's the conflict that I have because majority of the time the kids are out there in school anyway. And if the schools don't insist on these things, as you're saying, then it becomes the way they do things. And as Amens also said, if the media reinforces that they are watching the movie, a kid can talk to the dad anyhow in a Western movie, slam the door. I mean, you can't do that in my home. Who born dog? So you see that we need to erect these barriers.
Correct.
But we also need to ensure that when we erect them, they lead us
to the right place.
To the right place and the next level.
We'll come back to this one day, but we thank you for your comments. A lot of comments. I'll read two of them. Good morning, Bernard. I was in school to meet students. The teachers were given an exam paper to them, and I realized that some of the children were taking the paper with their left hand. After the exercise, I told them it was not right and that in Ghana it's unacceptable. Our children must know where they find themselves and behave accordingly. Well, this is Ajay Baba Shaw. So you see, Kakra is saying that left hand may be because it's left-handed.
Exactly.
But Sis Kakra, that's why we see it's a difficult thing. We have to come together. What we have missing is that we haven't contemplated on the why of our what's.
And that's
a lot
the
of
problem.
these what's we are doing.
Yes.
Don't collect with left hand, don't whistle when you are bathing. The culture should understand the philosophy behind it.
There is a philosophy.
So hold on. Her point is that if somebody collects a paper with your left hand, it's not disrespectful because the person is left-handed.
No.
Your point is that the left hand is used for derogatory things and therefore it's disrespectful.
That's the culture.
We have to revert. No, but
No,
not
you see,
this.
but
No,
I-
but
by-
no,
I
sc- no.
interpret
Culture.
that
Culture
culture.
must not be treated like a static thing. Culture is like a room. There are some things you keep. There are some things you throw away, and there are some things you repair. That's what you do.
Yes.
So you can't say that everything we've inherited should be kept.
You know, Bernard,
to develop as a society, you have to know which one to keep, which one to raise.
Bernard,
Otherwise, we can't move forward as a society.
You see, where I grew up, and I'm speaking for where I grew up, if you're a kid and you start showing signs of left-handedness,
yes,
they would take steps to ensure that you switch that.
Why?
Exactly.
You see, the why
God
we can
gave you the left-handedness from birth.
You know,
so why should you change it to right?
No, you see, so
if you're a footballer and your child goes to play for Chelsea, you will teach him to use his right foot. So how can he play left back?
No,
you end up reducing his skill.
What I'm saying
it's not
is
the right thing to do.
We can, you see, I think there's a provision in the Bible. You will talk about it better, where they talk about ancestral stones or borders.
you don't start moving these things without actually understanding the basis for installing them in the first place. And many of the times, you see, we are talking.
Yeah, but the left hand was installed in a child by God. So why are you trying to undo it?
You know, there are so many things that you come with into the world, but you are socialized differently because you belong to a certain group.
Let's interrogate this at a different show.
I
Because
think
I am
interrogate
saying
it
that
because
the left hand one as against disrespectful speaking. You see, disrespectful speaking is unacceptable anywhere.
Generally.
But if somebody is born as a lefty,
forcing the person.
Sky, even today footballers, they
There
are
are
looking for left
cultural
foot.
reasons why.
No, but Sky,
They're looking
we
for
have to
left footed
interrogate-
centre backs. So
There are
See,
cultural
the
reasons
cultural
why.
attribution, we have to interrogate it because not all of it is truly
It's not
our
every culture. It's Sky.
Some of it is borrowed culture.
Some of our
over
culture
the
was
years.
pioneering. We're
Thank you.
doing certain things in our culture. Should we keep everything?
No,
We can't.
Bernard,
We can't keep everything.
Bernard, what I'm saying is that you know that there are so many things that you do with your left hand, which ordinarily you will not do with which ordinarily don't allow you.
But now we have
to
detergent.
use that to deal with other people.
But now we have detergent.
And hold on. And then also, if you go into some of our societies, a certain priest or a person of a certain standing in your community, if you point at the person with your left hand, you have committed a taboo which requires a certain punishment because that is seen as a certain level of defilement.
But Sky, in some cultures,
But you see, we have westernized even the context
in some cultures,
with even religion to say that.
In some cultures, they were killing twins. Would
Yeah.
you say that? And they thought that those twins were evil children. Would you say that because it's an Asian story, we shouldn't move it? So we should
No,
keep killing twins?
I'm not. You know that you are going into the extreme level.
No, that's what I'm saying. But we need to
levels.
see for everybody's society. We have to interrogate everything we do.
That's true.
Dispassionately and decide on. That's why I give you an analogy. It's like you are cleaning your room. It's not everything in your room that you keep there. Some of the things you have to throw them away. Some of the things you have to repair them. Some of the things you have to keep it there.
You have to understand what it is.
Yes, but that's interrogation. So you can't get up and say that because we've been saying every lefty should use the right, it means that one we should not change it.
No, I'm saying that go back to the biblical principle. Know why the borders have been erected.
Yeah, but yes.
Once you understand it.
So why were leftists forced to use their right hand?
No, I was just giving you an example of what's happened.
I'll come back on a different day.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Eno, you know what our father left us when he died?
Debts?
He left us land, Eno. But Nanayo said the land is his. The court said, come back in 2031.
Hey, that's not an inheritance. That's a curse, brother.
Real Ejapade doesn't come with disputes. At Deftraco Woodlands, a 592-acre master plan gated city in Dawenya, your inheritance is waiting. Don't leave your children a court case. Leave them Deftraco Woodlands, the Ejapade they'll be proud of.
Visit woodlands.deftracogroup.com. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0537 675961.
Kofi, I think we need to call them.
Deftraco Woodlands, where your roots run deep.
Get ready, Ghana. The Ghana Horticulture Expo 2026 is returning to the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Accra, from Thursday the 3rd of September to Saturday the 5th. The Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, in collaboration with the Ghana Export Promotion Authority and the Ghana Exim Bank, are bringing together farmers, exporters, and innovators to transform the sector. The activities include B2B exhibitions, networking sessions, panel discussions, conferences with industry leaders, food bazaar, SME clinic and mentorship sessions for the youth and persons with disabilities. We are proud to announce our special guest of honor, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, alongside the Honorable Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, the CEO of GEPA, Mr. Francis Kojo Kwatin Arthur, the President of FAGE, Mr. Davis Na Kobo, and the CEO of Ghana Exim Bank, Mr. Sylvester Attah-Mensah. For inquiries, you can contact 0243 457 783, or you can visit the website www.GhanaHortiExpo.com. Ghana Horticulture Expo 2026, from soil to sovereignty, building Ghana's agricultural self-reliance.
So what
goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Ujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody gets your own. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrady, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Business owners, entrepreneurs, and investors, your next big business opportunity could be waiting for you at the Canton Fair 2026 in China, and Litina Travel and Tours is taking you there. From October 23rd to November 5th, join the Litina China and Dubai Business and Leisure Delegation. Meet manufacturers face-to-face and source quality products. Whether you're into electronics, furniture, construction materials, vehicles and spare parts, or more, this trip is for you. And after business, Dubai awaits with 2 days of premium leisure, exciting tours, and a relaxing spa treatment to recharge. Your visas, flights, hotel accommodation, B2B meetings, guided tours, travel insurance, and ground transportation all arranged for you from just $3,799 US. Don't miss this opportunity. Call Tina on 0244-260-789 or visit Litina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Litina Travel and Tours, your business, your growth, your journey.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Charlie, how you did? Charlie, what's up? Me, I did. How you doing? Managing. I be that job. You be cool, side no damaging. And your girl, oh she did, she just chop a birthday. And your mommy, cool cry, she did church on Sunday. What be the move? Oh my guy, couple of moves up pie. I did do some running, if I hit then I buy. And yourself, oh normal. I did like I know day. I just choke cool, one corner the wedge payday. Inshallah, this year they are for married. The Yanum, no people Sunday, my Gary. Ha ha, hee hee, I be you, Bob. Make we link up, better time, be you, Bob. 0 CDs in my savings, but at least we did manage. I don't pay the lights bill, but at least we did manage. Jobs.
All right, so it's 9:33 on the City Breakfast Show, and we'll be speaking to friends from the Wisconsin University here in Ghana. The head of department of the Faculty of Law is Professor Edmond Kwao. He's here with the lab manager at the School of Computing and Tech, Maxwell Amuzu. Gentlemen, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was just saying, your university has done so well. How old is the university now?
26 this year.
So
yeah.
2,000.
Yes.
From a population of how many to how many now?
Oh, I think we're about they started with about 6
students.
6 students.
How many do you have now?
13,000. Yeah.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
It is.
And the size of the campus is bigger. You have a Kumasi campus now.
We have a Kumasi campus, beautiful campus. You should go there.
Even nicer than Accra.
It's a much wider,
much more space.
Yes, much more space. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. How long have you been there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there since 2000 and I think it was 19.
Okay, so not too long ago.
Yes, yeah.
What about Mr. Amuzu?
I just recently joined.
I see. And you are here to talk about the cybersecurity and what?
Emerging technologies, like basically the technologies that are running the world now: AI, robotic, virtual reality, digital twins, and all of that.
So, what is Wisconsin's offering when it comes to cybersecurity, AI, and all these things?
So, Wisconsin currently we have like a MSc program in cybersecurity.
MSc,
yeah. Digital forensic, and then in the undergrad we run basically the cybersecurity and digital forensic for them as well, and we have AI and robotics also for them. Then the professional courses that we run spectrums from threat hunting all the way to like SOC analysis to penetration testing and then vulnerability assessment.
The things you're talking about are wild things. So, and I understand you have a lab, a state-of-the-art lab. What is it and what does it do?
So to be honest with you, I think Wisconsin is the only academic university in the whole of Africa that have the commercial tools that we use in law enforcement, any forensics labs that you can go to. Wisconsin is the only academic institution in Africa that's having that. And that was testified in Mauritius when we recently went for a conference. And these tools are the same tools that we train our students on. And that differentiates everything else because they get to do practicals and simulations that are based on real life program. And because we are accredited by a CSA to run commercial services as well too, we have that kind of knowledge to teach students what is happening in the industry currently.
So you're talking about the School of Computing and Technology.
Yeah.
Beyond cybersecurity as a program, do you have any other programs at the School of Computing and Tech?
Yeah, we have IT, we have computer development as well too. We have software development as well. And then we have AI, we have robotics, as I said to you already. And we have embedded systems as well too.
And these are undergrad programs?
Yes, undergrad programs.
I see. Is there any specific qualification you need to get to qualify for these programs? What system must you? Can you come with SS on the other? How can you get in?
Yeah, you can definitely come with SSC basically to enter into the academic, and then you can come in as like a diploma holder as well too. And then also if you have the professional certification that are actually accredited well, then you can bring them also on board and then join us as well.
And are admissions rolling, or there's a specific window because we are in August now, right? Is there an admission coming up in September?
Yes, so we have admission running currently. We've not yet closed our admission. So anybody who is interested can just run to our website and then have access to that and then get.
So this is for programs in cybersecurity, IT, software development, AI, and robotics.
Yes, please.
At the School of Computing and Technology at Wisconsin University. Let's come to Prof.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing law as a university, and how different is your approach to law from others?
I think law started 2025.
Okay.
Our approach to law is very holistic. We, unlike other universities that students come in and they start immediately with law, we prefer to groom students. So when you come in, you don't do law immediately. You do courses like sociology, psychology, macroeconomics, so that by the time that you graduate, you are a more fully rounded person, as opposed to someone who would have gone in straight and started with law. And so they come out with only knowledge of law.
These days, there's something they call the pre-bar program.
Yes.
Does Wisconsin offer training in that?
Yes. So we are starting in September. We are going to have 3 streams. The regular stream, which is the day, the evening, and then the weekend stream.
It's going to really be interesting to see how different university students perform.
Yes.
What would you say the Wisconsin advantage is? If I'm listening as maybe I went to a different university for my LLB, and I feel like I want to give Wisconsin a try to prepare me for the pre-bar. Convince me to choose Wisconsin and not another place.
All our lecturers are, the majority of them are sitting judges.
Hey.
When we decided that, or when we determined that we were going to receive accreditation, we went out and then scooped up a lot of the judges. So 3 out of the courses, there are 5 courses that we are supposed to offer. 3 of them are being taught by members of the bench.
Amazing.
And so I don't want to reveal their names.
You don't have to.
But come and join us and then you will.
Are you introducing any new programs within the law that, again, should attract people?
At the master's level, yes. So at the master's level, we have a Master of Laws and a Master of Arts in the law of financial crimes.
Okay.
So we deal with corporate compliance, money laundering, the weapons of finance and weapons of destruction and terrorism and all that. So those who have a non-law degree can join. they will end up with a Master of Arts in the Law of Financial Crimes. Those who have a Bachelor of Laws degree can also enroll, and they will end up with a Master of Laws in the Law of Financial Crime. So it's starting this September.
I see. What other courses are you offering? By the way, are these courses available in Kumasi too, or just Accra?
Both Kumasi and Accra.
Do you do rolling admissions? Is there a window of opportunity for admission?
Admissions are continuing. So we haven't closed the admissions for the master's program, but we have 2 admissions in a year, September and January. So even when the September closes, the January will still be open.
How can people get in touch with you?
Our website, Wisconsin International University College website. They can go to the website, they can log in, emails can be found on the website, and they can just send us an email and we will respond.
Can you give me a phone number at some point?
Yeah, you can probably get to us on the 054 4853 383.
You have to repeat the number.
I'm repeating it again.
Calling the number like
054 485 3383.
And this is for both law, computing, and tech and all.
Yes.
Wow. I'm just impressed because when I drive in front of the university, I'm like, wow, this place is so busy. Because I've lived in that area for a while and I know how it started.
Yeah.
So to see you guys 25, 26 years down the line, thriving in Kumasi, law, cybercrime. I mean, it's amazing.
Yes.
It's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Well done. So if you want to reach Wisconsin, 054, well, let me make it easier, 0544 853 383.
Yes.
And that's easier to put it. 0544 853 383. Now, we're talking the pre-bar program, Masters in Financial Crime, Governance, and Commercial Law. We're talking cyber security and IT, software development, AI, robotics, all available. We have a state-of-the-art lab for forensics that you don't even see that anywhere on the continent as well. I've been speaking to Professor Edmond Kwa, who's the head of the Department of Faculty of Law.
Yes.
And Maxwell Amuzu, who's from the School of Computing and Tech. He manages the lab, and he says they do practical, hands-on programs that will make you an expert in your field beyond just the theory. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Same thing happened in my uni.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Looking to build strong, beautiful, and long-lasting structures? Then you need the right materials, and we've got you covered. At Rockstars Building Products, we provide top-quality building solutions you can trust. For your roofing needs, choose our light-gauge premium steel truss. Strong, durable, and built to last. Pair it with our premium-coated aluminium and aluzinc roofing sheets for maximum protection and a sleek finish. Working on interiors, we supply quality metal noggins for solid framing, as well as POP, plasterboard, and acoustic solutions to give your ceilings and walls a smooth, modern look with excellent sound control. And don't forget, your project isn't complete without reliable electricals. We have high-quality cable trays, electrical cables, distribution boards, switches, multi-sockets, and other electrical accessories for all your electrical needs. Visit us today at Taifa Junction, off the Achimota and Sawam Road, or find us across all regions in Ghana. Call us now on 0544 338 041 or 0243 690 402. Rockstars Building Products, quality and affordable.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my Mr. Enra, my boyfriend, I could see about *959# when you phone so. Now we're winning.
Anita, I don't want doggy park.
Oh, one so. I could see us answer by number 1. I am wondering now. And then there was so yummy show, Papa. Now me just toss me short, sexy dress, no. Now Mrs. Samiti. Now me yummy nails, no. So come on. Oh, no. Me fa uba. Make a do some small 1-2 rounds. Me answer me doing ho. No we chia. Hey, Nana, so he for order. So Chinese, any wine, Papa B. And they mean this check no.
Hey, Anita.
Nasa ni mia when you hear TV bino. I also say sound. Not to prepared. Na me chilly asimu. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby, I want to know Jinawa. Mr. Remember, dial *959#. Oh, iPhone na back on tomorrow. No one can say no,
Sister, next time Kati call the what? Dial *959# and I'll call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Ed down some.
The right education will make sure you are ready when opportunity comes knocking. At Rosebank International University College, we don't just award degrees, we prepare you for globally competitive careers. From diplomas in culinary arts to doctorates in business administration, our programs are developed around a simple goal, equipping you with skills the global market demands. Our facilities are world-class, our faculty are experienced internationally, and our tuition is designed to support ambition. Your future starts here. Apply now at www.riuc.edu.gh or call 030-700-7800. You can also visit our modern campus at Opebia House Airport, Accra. Admissions are open. Rosebank International University College. Fast track your global career.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and front whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello passengers, welcome aboard Air Tanzania flight TC235. This is your captain speaking. Honeymoon is heading to Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar. Get ready for unforgettable memories. Business travelers, we hope you also make time to experience the beauty of East Africa. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flight.
Fly directly from Accra to East Africa 3 times a week with Air Tanzania. Whether for business or leisure in Guangzhou, Dubai, Zanzibar, or beyond. Fares are from $550 USD. Book now at airtanzania.co.tz. Call 0270-264-200 or visit our office adjacent to the airport post office. Transport your goods and services in Africa and beyond only with Air Tanzania. Air Tanzania, the wings of Kilimanjaro.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Time check in the studio, 9:48. Life Source International School is the place your daughter can develop all her skills. We have the various emphasis, STEM, entrepreneurship, leadership, all welded into academic excellence. Whether they are coming from the Cambridge checkpoint system, the JHS, or the A-level system, we offer hands-on learning, entrepreneurial career pathways, and we even teach the 7 habits of a leader. Now, if you want your daughters to be admitted at Life Source International School, it's a girls' school, call 055-955-2263. Or you can also email lifesourceghana.org. We are at Apam Junction. Life Source, we don't just teach girls, we raise leaders. Bills Microfinance is there to help you when the salary is finished and there's still work to do, when the shop is empty and you know you need to restock, when the business idea is ready but the cash isn't. Bills Microfinance is there to plug the holes. Call us on 059-6920-833. Break the silence. Bills got you. And no employee or rep of Kid Ghana will at any point ask for payments of any kind for any service rendered to customers. All valued patrons are entreated to beware of an increase in fraudulent activities that seek to defraud in the name of Kid Ghana Limited. For all 590 mobile Ghana related complaints and inquiries, kindly call 0308-249-477. You can also go to 590mobile.com.gh. for more information. All right, so who do we have in studio? We have the winning chef from the West Africa edition of the Onga Jollof Battle, Chef Michael. He beat off competition from 5 countries: Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and Ghana. He went home with a lot of things. He's going to tell us more about the contest and what he won. Gifty Darko is with Onga as a brand executive. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
So you won the West Africa edition of the Onga Jollof Battle. What was it about? Tell me about how it went.
So, West African Jollof or Onga Jollof Battle took place. That was over the weekend, 22nd of August.
Oh, just this Saturday?
Yes. And it involves 5 countries, which is Ghana, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Sierra Leone, so Cote d'Ivoire. So making 5 countries to compete for one title, which is Jollof.
You're supposed to cook Jollof?
Yes.
And somebody will taste it?
Right.
And determine whose own is the best?
Right.
And are you a chef by training or a chef? What are you? Are you a proper chef?
I'm a proper chef.
How long have you been
certified chef
chefing?
for 12 years now.
How did you win? What did you do to your Jollof to stand out?
So what I would say, Onga did a great job by giving each and every contestant or country the opportunity to bring their own ingredient, which Ghana, we also brought our own ingredient. So I would say whoever that won the competition has indeed won. Because I believe each and everyone will bring his or a secret spice from his or their country. So I would say Ghana, we also have that secret ingredient by the help of Onga tomato mix.
Help you to win?
Yes.
Who came second?
Second, Senegal.
Where Jollof originally came from?
Right.
They came second.
Right.
So your Ghana Jollof was better than their own?
Right.
Who came third?
Third is Senegal. Senegal.
Senegal was second, Senegal was third?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone was third?
Yes.
So Nigeria didn't even feature in the top 3?
No.
How long did it take you to cook this food?
2 good hours.
2 hours? From scratch?
Right.
Rice cooker or normal?
Normal fire. Gas.
Were you supposed to add chicken, goat, and other things, or just the Jollof?
So as I said, we were given the opportunity to bring anything.
Anything you want to do?
Anything.
So you did, what kind of Jollof did you do?
So Nigerians are watching.
I don't want to give them the, no, but we have to learn from you now.
Nigerians are watching.
You don't want to give them the ingredient,
so
secret.
ours, we use a certain brand of rice, and we had this secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient.
Even though it's a protein though, so we had a beef bone marrow. So the bone marrow is full of flavors. So we just have to
bone marrow.
Yes. So we just have to cook that one for some time with a lot of vegetables like celery, leeks, carrots, onions
with bone marrow.
Yes, to enhance the flavor.
Yeah.
So that was
as the stock.
Right. So that was the one thing that did the magic for us.
I can even smell it.
So that's one thing that did the magic for us, and everything was successful.
Where did the tasters come from?
So as I said, I always say big ups to Onga again, because this is a situation whereby they brought judges from all these countries.
So there was no home advantage?
No.
And they all said, said your Jollof was the best.
Right.
I think the bone marrow, no?
Yes.
Against the stock.
Yes. That did the magic. You see.
Charlie, but try should have brought some. So, Gifty, Onga took this famous Jollof rivalry and turned into a real West African competition, bringing 5 countries together. From the brand's perspective, what do you want this Onga Jollof battle to achieve, and how satisfied are you that you've achieved it?
Okay, so on the 22nd of August, every year, annually, is to celebrate the Jollof Day, World Jollof Day. So
there's a World Jollof Day?
Yes.
Right. How come I didn't know? So Saturday was World Jollof Day.
Exactly.
And it has passed without me eating Jollof.
Charlie.
Oh, no,
so as the Onga brand, we just own that space. We wanted
Okay.
to celebrate each country that was present
Mhm.
and just project this jollof cuisine to the world. So we had 2 contestants from each of the countries. We actually flew them in. So before the event, we had a mini competition
Mhm.
where they fought to represent their country, and they
Mhm.
all came in together
Mhm.
on the D-Day to
Wow.
battle it out.
I see.
Yeah.
So what next? Are you going to make it an annual battle?
Yeah, it's already an annual battle.
Are we going to stay in Ghana or taking it to another country soon?
Yeah, watch this space.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
So you came here without hunger. He came without jollof. You came without hunger.
Oh, is
And you are sitting here looking at me. Are you, Charlie? Are you for real?
But I know the funny thing is, Nigeria won last year.
Okay. And this year they were fit.
we said no.
You agree?
It won't happen
So
again.
you brought a special ingredient.
Right, happen again.
But this one takes 2 hours to do. It means
2
you need to take your time and do it well.
Right, yes.
You don't just do
Yes,
it like that.
Because jollof takes time. And you have to add proteins, put some aesthetics.
Did you mix the proteins with it, or you do it as a separate?
So we also had beef, which is a beef sirloin, which is also pack of flavors as well. So beef sirloin, we cooked it and we fried it. We mixed it with kelewele. We did kelewele as well.
Charlie, you went with all the Charlie, you went with all the arsenals, because I know after kelewele, when we drop it, the Nigerians they are dying. So you did kelewele to add to
Right,
the.
we have to mix the
Oh, then
kelewele
you
with
have
the
won.
beef.
I'm sure they're just from Nigeria. He would vote for you. Because kelewele is something that when we add to anything, people are like, you people have some team, that one, this one is very, very
Changes
nice.
everything,
Yeah,
you
they
know.
don't know how we do it. You do, all, Chef Michael. So where are you? Where can I find you?
So I competed, or I did a competition with my chef. She is the main chef.
Hey, you have a boss.
Yes.
And you are here doing math.
She's the main chef. So her name is Chef Gigi.
Chef Gigi.
Yes. So
so it was a team effort.
Right. So each team.
Wow.
Is a team of 2.
One man no chop.
So all the countries have their rep of 2
Wow.
competing.
Gipsy, which hunger product do you use to back this jollof?
So, unlike last year where we had the onga seasonings alone, we've expanded our category into onga tomato mix. So we had the onga seasonings, that's the tablets and the powders, and also the onga tomato mix, which is comes in 1 kg and 60 gram tomato mix piece. So that was given to each contestant.
So if I want to work at hunger, I have to know how to cook.
Oh,
Charlie. And I have to have appetite for tasting jollof.
You see.
I hope when I come there, I'll get food to eat. I want to do an internship. Can't just eat jollof.
Actually, Promasidor.
No, I want to work in the hunger office.
Onga office, Promasidor, yeah.
Charlie, congratulations to Chef Michael who defeated and Chef Gigi. So Chef Michael and Gigi together defeated contestants from Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria in the 2026 edition of the Onga Jollof Battle. And they say next year they will win it again. But next year they will bring the jollof here so that we will inspect it. Gifted is the brand's executive at Onga, and she says next year is going to be bigger and better. August 22 is the World Jollof Day. So let's eat jollof and be happy. That's all.
West Africa. International.
In the meantime, Diamond Cement 42.5 hour grade cement is the highest quality cement in the Ghanaian industry. For the past 26 years, we put smiles on the face of homeowners, block makers, and supported numerous constructions with our high quality brand. We have the affordable 32.5 grade, which means there's a goodie for everybody's pocket. And you can also locate us in Aplau, Takrady, and Buipe, where our factories are. Call 0244313368. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
When you go be ready. If your love no day, party no day. Yeah, baby, your love no day, party no day. Yeah, baby, your love. If your love no day, party no day. Party no day. Your love no day, party no day. Party no day, party no day.
how to make your love. It is wonderfully no bitterly. You can never have enough. Your pan on the fire, oil and onions, tomatoes and spices, go ginger the meko, chicken or beef, go welcome the rice, add your water, and you wait. Yeah, is it ready?
All right, so that's all we have time for this morning. The Citi Breakfast Show was hosted by myself, Bernard. I was here with Caleb, the team, Godfred, Akotoboa, Richard Delaskai, Francis Kakaka Forsen, and of course, Samen's passed through as well. Branch in the City is next with that now Oyo Kwote.
Party no day, party no day. Be the Kanzo, get the feelings, get the feelings, get the feelings. Okay. Be the Kanzo, get the soul, get the soul, get the soul. Be the Kanzo, beat the business, beat the business, beat the business. Be the Kanzo, get the power. The Kanzo, get the power. If your love no day, party no